Do it this way. She don't love you like the way that she says she does. She's free, tending. She don't want a mess with your love, and I'll hold you, need you, wanna hold you, caress you. So trust me with your heart, 'cause baby my love goes on and on. On and on. She's not like me. She don't really care for your heart. She's just like the other girls that you tried, and I know you need to be loved so true. So trust me with your heart, 'cause baby my love goes on and I can love you, I can love you, I can love you better than she can. I can love you, I can love you, I can love you better than she
I don't like letting the beat talk, I like letting me talk. This how G's walk, nigga, we off. And if they sick as us, just know they sick as fuck. Been like this since the beginning, never switch it up. Picked it up, put it down for one time, and now we all lit as fuck. Come around if we nut on the ground, bitches to lick it up. In it out, soon as they send it down. Letting the beat talk, I like letting me talk. On the ground, bitches to lick it up. In it out, soon as they send it down, man, we gon' send it up. Suave, boss, and blue, man, you already know what we gon' do, fam, let's go.
I'm with time around with BG at the beach. Made it finally out the belly of the beast. Drinking good and we watching what we eat. Something sticky with the icky on the seat. He said he tired of playing little man. Sending fire at the middle, man. I said I'm trying to be a Benny man. And now we buying us some bigger land. Hey, sit at the table, we ain't need no plates, no time. We ain't even gon' waste no time. We ain't even gon' wait, no mistakes. We can't even hesitate. You know I'm running in with the gun out. Told the driver shoot whoever try to run out. Get it done before he even put the blunt out. We ain't counting till we make it to my aunt house. Now it's time. You know we gotta make a trip cross town. That's how far we gotta get. Plan B, just in case we gotta split. What we need, that don't even gotta switch. Did everything that we planned to. Split it 4 ways like a man do. Next damn move, Cancun. I can smell the water in the sand too. I would time around with VG at the beach. Made it finally out the belly of the beast. Drinking good and we watching what we eat. Something sticky with the icky on the seat. Said I'm tired of playing little man. Finna fire up the middle man. Said I'm trying to be a businessman. And then we buying us some bigger land.
Louis at that lip at that was like that. We should be good. Yeah, mic check, mic check, mic check. Yeah, it's the boy Suave, man. You already know what it is, man. Another day on the Oregon League. Shout out to Bing on the track, Z on the cam. Shout out to Solar Man, the commissioner, Solar Visit Debate League, the greatest debate league on earth. Shout out to AOR, that's Gold Man, Brand Debate, I'm Too Pro Black, Hurricane Katrina, Ground Zero. Shout out to the King James 13 and Top Bully Inc. Shout out to the judges, the peers, and the reason why we're here, the people, SV, DML. Oh, this is. So y'all already know what it is, man. It's the boy Suave. We finna get it on. Oh, let me just put this in my pocket. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. Let me get in this stupid. What's going on? Oh, right now. Yes, yep. Suave. Peace, everybody in the building. Yeah, thanks. I'm just on the phone, so forgive me talking to myself. The link is out there. So if any of the peers want to hit the link, I'm just jumping it off super early. Oh, yeah, there we go. Just jumping it off super duper early. You know, kind of giddy, anticipating tomorrow. Like, let's get it. It's been an emotional roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? It's been a hell of a show, like y'all know it will be. So you can't say y'all disappointed. Can't say you didn't get your money worth, right? Everybody in the building. Hit that like when you come in. Sure. So about versus Domo tomorrow, Southern Village Debate League, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Only on YouTube, man. So make sure y'all come to and check out the debates. Warboss and Domo. Is it appropriate to prefer other boys? Warboss versus Domo. Which will have a greater impact? If all blacks held, they vote, or if all blacks vote. So we're gonna see what's up, man. Yeah, still never here too. Well, looks like the white dude doing yoga. Y'all missed it. He got that doing yoga. He was sweating. Yeah, right, man. I need to do some yoga myself. And Brandon Van Gogh, man, stay above me. It's all good, though. The odds gonna make the world, so I want to start it early instead of being away, being by myself. I'd rather be with y'all out here in this world. You know what I'm saying? It is Friday. Hope you took out the trash last night, put it on the curb, or you're hit. And yeah, let me see. Since then. That's crazy. The rock is not one. This is okay, let's go. So now, man, subscribe to Old Man Tree Tribe TV and Judah Not Sarah, Taz exclusive, Out the Blue, Investing Out the Blue. I'm Pooh's channel, The Chosen Few. Subscribe to over there too, man. Brother be, still tapping in. It's just, this is almost a lifestyle, debate over here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are guys, but, content in their mind to not be doing something more tangible or important. So they don't give me so much stuff to like playing games, debate, recreationally doing stuff. Recreation. Yeah, the ball is it, man. Somebody's yes, somebody's not. Every day, baby. Every day. Let's see that. What? Um, Everybody else no peers. That's what's up. Hey, I don't know what it is. I gave dudes the manager, right? 50 dudes got the manager. And he Malcolm Battle was going live. Taz too. He got his own channel anyway. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But if he got something to speak on, he's definitely gonna lie. But people, I gotta boot you up. So what happened? I ain't coming back over there no more. Suave, Suave, man. Hey, you got the manager, man. You got I don't know, man. But,
Make a slight right turn on West 10th Street.
It's a few people right there. We got to it too. Take some little crib up. Got to work up. I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, it should be a good one tomorrow, man. Clarification has been given on the premises. Mama has an excellent argument. They're gonna beat the shit out of his opponent. Suave Boss has an excellent argument. He's gonna beat the crap out of his opponent. We just gotta see who can survive the beating. Whoever survived the beating. So I know it gets heated, but it's still fun. It's still a debate. Definitely here. Yeah, his son is bull crap now. You back? Okay. See what's up. Good for AC. Look at the AC at the podcast. Good for hold on. Yeah, this motherfucker. Yeah, this motherfucker. Oh shit. They got something that they want you to believe look like something. You didn't even look at the things on the side. They want 135. Look at this, bitch. They want 250. Why? Because they got the things on the side. I heard that. This is right there at the same time. That's an impact. It's a polar wind. I'm like that thing on the side too. You know. Which way you think I should get? You got this one for 95. It look like a nice one. Let me see if we got the information on the side. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, you got this son of a bitch for 130. I want to do 8,000. Huh? This for 85. You gotta be another 5,000. If not lower, 5,050. And what's this for? 8,000. That's stupid. 5,000. I guess all the rest of them 5,000. The rest is 6,000. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I didn't see this bitch down here. That's that. 6,000. 115. What y'all think? Malik Ryan was good. All right. 125. All right. Fucking for 130. Okay, I think I'm gonna take this one for 130. Oh man. The motherfuckers out there like saying no serious stuff. Oh god. Hello. How you doing? I'm alright. I wanna check out that AC right there. The air conditioner. Yeah. Uh, All right. Yeah. It ain't work. Yeah. That's the third guy. It's like polar wind. The battery's jiggy. Oh, okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. I'll walk out with it though. All right, yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah, man. Y'all probably shot too much. Ton of bikes and shit. What is shit? What are they doing now? How much is it?
So without it, it's 139.
Sorry. If those are my thoughts, yeah. Don't play that hard.
Yeah, you gotta be pretty important.
135? How much was the clear?
Are we trying to sell this? Yeah. If you want to set it up for me. Yeah, how much they charge? It's like 550. As far as the other food, I can't comment on. I've got a sensitive stomach, so I just stick to what works, you know. I try to eat steak every day, you know what I mean? That's what time was.
He's speaking of this.
I don't know. That was all I could find right now. You know. Man, that's if you want to go high, yeah. Those are like the old school high five stuff.
Okay, I'm done. Shit. We back. And nobody's still here. That shit's tomorrow, man. Suave versus Domo. We're gonna see if we can reach stretch. Reach and stretch and knock the motherfucking moon out the sky. You feel me? I know. Right. Say hi for whoever goes to the chat. I still wear it, man. It's just cause I don't. It's just habit. I don't really even come outside. Y'all see, every time I do, I be all in. Shit. And I just had that motherfucker. But I really be doing because I be taking an Uber. So in the Uber car, I still wear the mask. And when I get out, I just don't take the motherfucker off unless I know. And you know what I'm saying? Other than that, we free. Other than that, we free. I get the better than a king on the nose. How want to take you to. They do nothing. City with no city. From the good to the gritty. Yeah, that's it. Link is out there, peers want to jump on. Other than that, I just came out with my accident in the living room, which is horrible. And when I got up today, it was even hotter. I didn't even want to wake up like this. I just started over, man. Hey, let's go get an AC, man. On the pawn shop, they said, yeah, we got something down here, man. That's the motherfucker. Make America great again. Invest dollars back into the economy. You know what I'm saying? Retail value and shit and bullshit like that. That's what I'm on. But it be so many weirdos out here, man. I don't even like being out like that. It's real. I go holler at my partners or do something, make a treat to go eat, do something. There's weirdos out here, man. There's weirdos out here. And like I come from Gary, I moved to fucking now, you know, it's like a city, you know what I'm saying? Who like Gary ain't got like no downtown until like we got our downtown look like one point. One point. The Genesis Center, which is like our event center that don't know events happen there. Then you got the bank building, then which is a fucking it's up to a bank. Then we got a business bit on the other side. It's just like, you know, different shit. It's mainly a radio station, but it got little business inside. Then the other corner is nothing. It's a bus stop. That's our downtown. Down here we got the buildings and business, motherfuckers, some other parts. Yeah, I remember when I first moved, I was younger, I started coming down here, rather walking around downtown, motherfucker was kind of fucked up about it. Because the buildings were so tall, and I'm in between the buildings. I'm in between the buildings. And I can't even see the sky shit. Man, I'm gonna fucking be on some whole ass shit. So that's what the fuck we are. You said what? Nigga selling nachos. All that shit. Nah, nigga. You got some phones, you said? You said you got some PS4s? Oh. Oh. You said what, God? Yeah, nah, I ain't fucking with it. Yeah, nah. Shalom, KLT, peace to you. It's your bud. That's it. I'm just here for the smoke, talk shit, get it cracking, keep it hype, put some off. We do hype. And then we'll find out who's going to be his time. Who's going up against time? I'm selling this lawnmower. I ordered my Uber for a minute. Hey, what's up, doctor? Oh, man, fuck it. Yeah. Premises have been clarified. And, we all set. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, television debate, mine. I'll see you later. Shit, judges are hey Woo, y'all Rob and Melvin. Being kicking ass as far as judging all year, doing a great job. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them and strength and clarification of mind and great understanding, you know, so they can hear both sides of the argument. Let's see what this is, man. What it takes to beat Domo. Can Domo keep it together and execute the dominant performance? Dominant argument. We'll be able to clarify our point. And, you know, support our point. We shall see. We shall see. Hey. What shot? Thank you. All right, Uber here, guys. We gonna see what's up there. Get to the crib, keep the conversation going. Hello. How you doing? All right. All right, hit that like button, man. In that conversation piece. Oh, okay. Audio cool. That's how niggas doing the debate with Domo. About that, yes. Look at that. Damn, boy. You need the food truck. But about the mic, but it makes that noise when I try to use it. So I'll be hearing, but maybe it's because, I don't know, it was working that one day when I first bought it. I ain't had no problem, so it gotta be something wrong with the settings somehow. Because you got to set the settings for the computer, settings for the audio setting for the Zoom, and the audio settings for the stream, But if it's just doing the debate, I'm just gonna be on the stream, I should be able to just use my USB mic, which is already good, for real. Time to get grimy, man, get dirty, get it, get in the mud, man. Get it out. I would have, we're gonna go past the yoga, do it again. Dude was outside, sweating with his fingers on his, in the middle of his forehead, on the pose. Man, I guess I'm the only one right for tomorrow. Y'all must have had a long night last night. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Just starting the stream off this Zoom and handed it over. I'm sure what I'm gonna be doing on the late night. Yeah, y'all got it. I just don't like how the Zoom show, like you think it'll show everybody on the panel one time. It only shows like in speaker mode, it only show whoever's speaking. And in gallery mode, it only show whoever got their camera on. Right? I saw T-Duck on the 24th. Brother gracious for not that. Pretty bleak. T-Duck, my brain is my brain. Yeah, shout out to Domo, man, for coming through, man. So with us yesterday, talking this crap, getting out of line, acting all bad. Shout out to him, man. That's what the people going for. Ain't that bad, man. It's hard for the day. So this great seeing this with the dynamics of the house. Look at that. Drop top. That's an old one right there. You got the drop top in there. And people pumping gas. Get the gun in. Run up on us. Yeah. They like, hey, lightweight want to get it on, man. I saw him fucked up yesterday. He was on the Dagger Squad channel. They disrespected him after he beat up their information. So he's definitely going on something to put it down. Shout out to Sonetta for letting the song come through. We can shoot back at the Dagger Squad. Oh boy. Yeah, shit. I know. I could post on my own. I'm gonna be like, okay. Up right here. Yep. Thank you very much. Excellent day. Okay. Hey. Okay. I'm back. Okay. Oh crap. Yeah, why not? Oh, Terry came through. What's good, big bro? My bad. I was on my phone. I couldn't even see the comments, man. Miss you too, big bro. Shit, you got my number. All right, look at congratulations, they not.
Yeah. As I was saying, that point right there, as somebody not steeped in the rhetoric, like I said, not my belief, no skin in the game, that clearly defines what's happening, what's taking place between these two, whatever. You feel me? And so, for there to be any type of confusion about what's taking place, about like whether or not these things are happening at the same time, I feel like with both debaters addressing the definitions, addressing the word transfer does not mean simultaneous. It means the exact opposite. And so based on that, like, that's the debate. Now, I'll say this. When it comes to these biblical debates, you feel me? The Hebrew shuffle, the Hebrew strike, you know what I'm saying? It happens. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like I hate it have to be how, but you know, that's just the sword cut both ways. And so, you know, shout out to anonymous. You know what I'm saying? He got that dub, but yeah, man, that's questionable. But he is in the building. He does have things to say before we get to the other debaters. It is his joint. What's he in the building? No entry. Oh yeah. No, he dropped but yeah, go ahead. Yeah, anybody else? Now, shit. Let's be now forever. I feel like, it could have went either way. After that rapid fire, I got a little nervous. It can't go either way. It's gonna go the way the judges decided based on their understanding. No, I'm saying from how that's the way it's gonna go. I hear you, Taz. Play back that motherfucking judge's ruling. Like, damn my ass, bro. If this is a real debate where niggas got to talk about the fucking integrity, bro, let's talk about integrity, nigga. If you get on this motherfucker and tell me I lost the debate because of something you know 3 chapters later, but the debater ain't say that, motherfucker, you just cheated me. What the fuck? Anonymous is back. So we do want to hear from the who the fuck am I debating, bro? Like what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on this shit? Anonymous is back. So we do want to hear from the why the fuck you yelling, nigga? I did bring up Acts 24. That's what she said. I brought up Acts 21 and Acts 24. Ain't nobody cheating. Play her ruling. Nigga, in her ruling, I brought up, look, watch this. In my debate, fuck the ruling. In my debate, watch, listen, and then you talk. You don't have to validate it with me, nigga. Nigga, you don't know what you're talking about. Your judge is supposed to validate it. Play the ruling. Your judge is supposed to validate it, nigga. Play the ruling and let's go. I don't feel free to chat what they were saying. These judges gonna vote for A-John because he's a Hebrew.
And she got play the ruling. Stop crying. Play the ruling. Ain't nothing to be crying about. I'm smart enough to know that nigga. I might as well not debate in the league where full of cheaters at. I ain't lost in the playoffs yet. So why put myself on the line because some motherfuckers that's already got a fucking locked in understanding? You're not judging based on what you want the league to see. You judging based on who you want to see. That's bullshit, nigga. She talking about hell no. And y'all acting like that shit is okay. Bro, come on, man. Hell no, bro. I don't give a fuck who wins. I'm listening to them judges. What is your ruling based on? That's bullshit. Man, can I respond real quick? Yeah, man. This y'all niggas' problem. Y'all didn't listen to the whole debate, evidently. Because I bring up Acts 21 and Acts 24. So what she said was, it's easy for him to come there and bullshit in Acts 21, when in 3 chapters later, he gives his defense in Acts 24. So when you calm your ass down and go listen to what she said in the verse that she talked about, and then go back and watch the debate, she didn't cheat. She brought up shit that I actually said, nigga. Let me ask you this. What was the significance of that scripture? The significance of that scripture is it shows that they're actually keeping and teaching the law of Moses. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't even know what you're watching. Right, I know I don't. But when you I'm not even telling you I know. Nigga, if y'all asking me questions, then let me answer. Then finish all that extra shit. No, I mean, no, because you said it was about teaching the law of Moses. It's like, right, I'm not gonna refute that because, like I said, I don't even know what the fuck the scripture is. But I will bring you here. Because I know you know the scripture that I was talking about. Yeah, well, now I find it funny that you didn't want to rest here, but you want to go to your one little point. So let's go to your one. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say you. That's why I feel like you lost. It wasn't that it was one little point. I feel like that's a significant. Let's go. Let's go to what was the scripture? It's Hebrews 7. Hebrews 7, and it's where there's a change in the law, right? Yeah. The God who is lost, you notice what happens to most people who go ahead. Yeah, I ain't gonna sit, nigga, I won the debate. And I ain't gonna sit here and argue with this. I'm not gonna let Tam say that she cheated when she clearly brought up scriptures that I brought out. That's the only person you're a fucking cheater, bro. So she cheated because she brought out. Okay. And so it ain't gonna matter when I show you. So tomorrow, if I come and show you everything that she said lines up with what I brought, you gonna still rest there? You ain't gonna have no integrity, right? I got it playing right now as soon as y'all done. But I'm talking about as it pertains to my debate, though, because I brought those scriptures out in my debate. Right, but her ruling was not based on you. Her ruling was based on her. How was not based on me and I brought those scriptures out? You're tying yourself to some... No, you tying me by saying I didn't bring the first. No, bro, no, I didn't. You clearly just said that you brought the scriptures and I didn't bring. I'll say it again. Her ruling had no judging to do, bro. You niggas don't know shit. You adding yourself to it now, trying to justify your buddy. Yeah. So you just don't do it. You know you can do it. But I don't give a fuck. Nigga, that's bullshit. So I'm just gonna do it again right now to make sure I'm right, though. And if I'm wrong, I can never say about that. Fuck that. No, I don't give a fuck. Who is these haters, yo? Like, the show ain't even been on that long, yo. And 17 dislikes. The church, nigga. Yo, they was doing over there at SPDL. That's the hold on. That's the motherfucking damn. What's that nigga name? Oh, that's the LC. Who else with them? Blue LCB DQ. The last blue. The last blue. The last Chris DQ community. I know, but I needed another letter, bro. I don't think I ever seen. I don't need to get like videos going on. Yeah, man, we can do the salvation from that Bible. It's when you get caught up. Or not the Bible itself, but the Bible. The Bible the thing right down. I mean, and to me, though, to say that he didn't deserve anything. Yeah. Real quick, Chaz, real quick. I think where we really pushing back in terms of like the way that she described how Minister Howe he responded to a lot. Now a lot of it was minutia, to be for real. He did okay. No, that's Leia. Leia said he did okay. It was just like, y'all come on, man. You know, and to be for real, to be fair, and I mean to be fair to the judges and to the debaters, it's more so like we've gotten some really in-depth conversations about the judges' decision making. Even though like we may disagree with it, there's more like I feel like again in my debate with Lance, and Yame was arguing when he was like, well, you said this is lazy and that's disrespectful to XYZ. I'm like, okay, like all right, that's how he personally feel about that. So that's how he made that. You know what I'm saying? That's how he made that decision. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I would have lost, that would have pissed me off. If I would have lost, that would have pissed me off because it's clear that it's not about the argument that my homie made. It's that he's defending a position. That's what you know what I'm saying is problematic, and that's what Taz is saying. Now the thing about Taz, he's new, y'all. He ain't seen the Hebrews work. He ain't seen how this is where I got a problem. Now is the integrity shit of they voted for me because of the Hebrew shit. Like this shit this shit wasn't even that serious. Like, if we being honest for you, if we being honest, man. If we being on your screen, son. But you can't say that. So ain't no nigga gonna let me this dude, bro. I got men. I don't give a shit, bro. I got men. It's good. Right. So I'm fucking with you. But at the same time, I want you to. I don't need you to fuck with me, nigga. I need you to tell the fucking truth, nigga. Nigga, he ain't telling the motherfucking truth. Nigga, fuck you too, nigga. Shut up. I'm fucking with you because I'm telling you the truth, nigga. Now, listen to it again. When she gave her ruling, she makes no reference to you bringing that verse out. She said, we all know what Acts 21. No, we all don't know shit. That's what offended me. Now I'll play it for you, but just listen to it again. She didn't rule it on A9 brought out that. She ruled it on we all know. No, we don't. So because she didn't say it the way that you wanted her to say it. It ain't about the way I want her to say it, bro. Judge the debate based on what we all know. So it's real. Go ahead. I'm just saying, if you're telling me you brought that out and you can come back and tie it all together, that makes the point for you. But it doesn't change how her ruling is described to a layman. I don't know this shit, bro. So all I heard was we all know some shit. We don't know. The fuck? How do you come on? You talking about integrity, bro? You know, that's really like this shit. You don't know shit. I mean, baby, I don't know. Yeah, man. I mean, the nigga won. Like, let's not do that, man. Like, the nigga won. I'm the saying congratulations. Y'all can hold that bullshit, but I don't want no backwards bitch. Like, oh, nigga, this bullshit. Oh, congratulations. I don't trust these judges. Yeah, I ain't gonna sit up here and lie, nigga. I don't know. Okay, y'all nigga lies together, nigga. I be saying that shit, bro. I don't trust that type shit, bro. I just know what kind of debates not to take, bro. But I feel like these judges need oversight. I just find it weird that niggas that don't even understand what the conversation was. Like, for instance, Domo talking about because of the word metathesis or change, that means that they don't operate simultaneously. I'm gonna tell you how you don't know that. I'm gonna tell you how you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because it didn't say change as in a change of the entire thing. It talked about a transfer of the law. Talking about by now, that's your fault, nigga. It's talking about a transfer. No, it's not my fault, nigga. The shit was clear. This shit was clear as fuck. It was very clear. It was very clear. What did you say, bro? The missus in the building. Anonymous. What did you say it meant? You just let the real nigga. What did you say, nigga? What did you say it meant? What did you say the word meant? We're gonna get to the commission. What did you say it meant? It means transfer. Exactly. We got to watch this. Now what? Now hold on. What was transfer? What was transfer, stupid nigga? What you tell me? What was transfer? The law was transferred. Oh, which means what? Oh, it means now that the law is still operating simultaneously. It's just now under the hands of Christ. Let me ask you one more question before we get there. No. Transfer and this transfer is simultaneous. Are those things synonymous? They can be. Yes, they actually can. All right. See, now niggas are just coming up with shit. We got the commission in the building. You said it wrong. Watch this. If I'm right, hold on. No, be mature, niggas, since you asked a stupid question. If I'm riding the bus and I transfer to a different bus, nigga, I'm still riding the bus. I'm still on my route. I'm still not. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why it's completely perfect. Because when we talking about the law, nigga, the law just is transfer. It doesn't negate, and that's why I read Hebrews 8 so many times. This is why Hebrews 8 is making it clear that the order of Melchizedek happens in the heavens and the Levitical priesthood happens on the earth. He didn't have no answer for that. That nigga winner, y'all just fuck. No. Because listen, you asked that, but because listen. No. Nigga don't know what the fuck he's talking about. What he's doing is he's ignoring the fact that there was a clear description. There was a clear description for Minister Howe about what a transfer looked like. And who fit that description? And I pointed out how niggas that had nothing to do with doing away with the law, nigga. And that's what Mr. Howe was arguing. He's arguing that the law is done away with. Watch this. If he's arguing that the law is done away with, but then the law transfers to the next priesthood, how the fuck is the law done away with? You stupid. It's a new law. Man, no, it's not a new law. It was transferred from the old period. So let me say this right quick. That's the layman still lives. So here's where now it just fucked up. It's like, oh man, like every little piece of it I had. When it comes to that bus argument, the laws that govern those buses still govern those buses no matter what bus you transfer to. Yeah. And the laws that govern those buses are still in place. You just on another bus, but those laws didn't change. So you know what I'm saying? That kind of just you kind of just fucked my whole understanding and shit up with that. Because now A9 is right. You know what I'm saying, with what he's saying, like the bus thing just kind of undermined everything that, you know what I'm saying, was set in place to get this nigga a hard time. Let's see what I know, but this is goddamn, I'm about to go to sleep. You already know. I'll be all night with this bullshit. All right, with your whole behind. You stand there, right? You be able to, if you really say, my bad, bro. Let's get it up so we get there. Yeah, so, you know, I mean, you know, you got, you know, Taz, he's crying, you know, Domo's crying, you know, Suave is acting like he's not crying, but crying, you know what I mean? Let me tell y'all this, right? We're done here with me. I get it. Despite of you know the wording, you know, some people have issue with the wording. Some people have one of the arguments that's made. Everybody knows that Anonymous won that debate. You know, if you look at, you know, from the standpoint of, I mean, it wasn't close until the rapid fire. It's like it wasn't close until the rapid fire round, in my opinion. Like, you know, as far as with, and I could even see to the point where this is like the first time I seen it. Mr. Howe started getting a little uncomfortable. You know, to be, I think during the rebuttal round, you can see him kind of getting in. Hear it, bro. And but he beat Anonymous ass so good in that rapid fire round that it made it a debate again. It made it a debate. You know, that's what everybody thought. We'll talk about that. So I was like, if he gonna knock this nigga out, like, yeah, that shit was like, it was almost like Mortal Kombat, like finish him, and he don't know the code, so he's tapping the view, tapping the buttons, and he's still like lock him. He trying to get the code to do the finisher move, like finish him, but he don't know if he didn't know the fucking code. And so it was like, damn, he won, but he didn't finish him, you know, that rapid fire round. And then, you know, the closing, I think Anonymous had a better closing. So, you know, in terms of round, I want to hear somebody explain to me how Minister Howell had a better opening than Anonymous. I want to hear somebody explain to me how Minister Howell had a better premise and rebuttal round. I want to hear that. I don't give a damn about trees. I don't want to hear I don't give a damn about the way it works. I want to hear y'all explain that shit. What I heard was damn near my statement. I don't know the truth. I'm not lying. The truth. This is the thing. This is the thing. We heard you, bro. We heard you. We let you talk. We let you talk. All right, but don't make no. All right, we let you talk. But this is the thing. What I heard was damn near perfection. What I heard was damn near perfection. You know, bro, you said that already. We heard you. Anybody, we let you talk. I don't hear you saying you're going to acknowledge it. Okay, I don't hear you saying you're going to address it. When I first get out, when I seen it in the debate, nigga, I don't give two fucks. Okay, can I get out what I seen in the debate? I don't give a fuck. Can I get out what I seen in the debate? Damn. Right, but when you start saying we ain't showing this and we ain't saying that, you would like to see this. See it. Okay. That's what you said. Can I finish my statement? I allowed you to finish your statement, nigga. Don't make all the bullshit you were talking. We allowed you to finish your damn statement. Right. I'm going to. Okay.
I'm on the host. I don't know why he letting this go on.
So we ain't gonna do it. Suave shit. So with that being said, I want to hear somebody explain to me how Minister Howell won the open. See, that hurts a lot of y'all to do. I'm pretty sure. Look, I'm not gonna be able to get through this without somebody interrupting me. I guarantee you, I will not be able to get through this without somebody interrupting me. I want to hear, because that was damn near perfection what I seen. That was damn near perfection what I seen in the opening premise and rebuttal round. Wow. And you know that's what you saw. And that's why you're really mad. I see through your bullshit. Don't come at me with no bullshit. That's what you're really afraid of. That was damn near perfection that I see. And I was like, wow, to the point where Minister Howell got a little flustered. He got a little flustered. Like, damn, he's kind of like, he always sweat, so the sweat doesn't mean nothing. But he was like, he just got a little uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell that he even, because he was looking at Anonymous, but you could tell he was looking at the screen. So, I'm not trying to hear it. Now, when it comes to the rapid fire round, that nigga was swinging for the fences today. He was connected on some shit. But I think that, Anonymous was able to get out of that without getting KO'd. And it was close. He had a couple of verses. Now, I will say this before I let y'all go. And a foundation in biblical knowledge to really understand this debate. In spite of the words that was used and the terms that was used. Because I remember in season 1, I had that issue with this Old Testament, New Testament argument. And it was just certain things that I was ignorant of with the basic biblical knowledge that they both agree on. You know, like they both agree on certain aspects of the biblical story. So for a person to say something, even with what Sheba was saying, you know what I'm saying? And in light of the verses that was used by the anonymous Hebrew that she was actually quoting from, that she pretty much is a foundation that they both agree on when it comes to this biblical understanding. So when somebody is looking at then the integrity of when you're dealing with history, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that you do this in this certain instance when you're critiquing history. Everybody knows that a peer review article pretty much trumps a lot of other shit. Yeah, bro, everybody knows that. So there's certain things within a biblical understanding that from an Israelite and a Christian perspective that they know. You know what I'm saying? This is why I chose those people that was grounded in religious knowledge, which was Amber, Leah, and Sheikah. Shout out to the you know, so because if I would have put y'all in there, y'all would have been saying that was biased. Oh Lord. Nah, see, and I think this is the balance of my head. Real quick, so I'm gonna get to you in just a second. I just want to say this real quick. Just so we clear. Just because somebody is saying that background knowledge that you speak of play a role in how they adjudicated the debate, it's not saying that they were biased. That's I'm saying from the perspective of someone with no skin in the game, right? Those are the arguments that I see. Now, they saw it from the perspective of people who are deep in the knowledge, and that's cool, right? I don't think it's anything wrong with that. But that played into the benefit of Anonymous Hebrew, because Anonymous Hebrew was more in the biblical minutia. He was more in a lot of the language and the rhetoric, right? That hold on. I want to ask you this. I want to ask you this in terms of what you're saying. So you're saying, like, for example, if I have somebody in the debate that you're debating, and you're showing all this evidence from peer review articles. You know, you're showing all this evidence from peer review articles, you're getting quotes from the actual person, you know what I'm saying? And all these things, you know, and the other person doesn't do that. So now you have a judgment of a person that's ignorant of all those things. Ignorant of what a peer review article is. They're ignorant of, you know, and they make a judgment. Now, their judgment is based off of logic, but it's also based off of ignorance. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's kind of what the decision that you were making. It was logical, but it was based off of ignorance. But when the scriptures and this is why. I want to real quick, because I'm not going to real quick. Then we got Yashar, Yara had his hand up, and then Blue, I got you. But so that's when you get involved with exactly what you call niggas be so smart they don't. Niggas know so much about what they talking about, they lose sight on what actually makes sense. Not saying that that's what they did, but just because I'm not steeped in a biblical understanding doesn't mean that I can't look at what's being argued and actually have an understanding of how these things interact. I'm just saying based off of what you said, but what you said to justify your point and why you felt this. I mean, that's how I wonder about that. It was showing how ignorant of the scriptures you are. No, like listen. What you saying? I don't like what you saying. What you saying is like it's completely irrelevant. Because ultimately, what I'm utilizing is what Minister Howe said in the debate and how it actually addresses what's being discussed. Because if what I was saying was irrelevant, then niggas wouldn't have defined the words that they was using at the beginning of the debate. If you define the words, what you said was irrelevant. I didn't see. Hold on. So but that means that the words have an impact. So ultimately, what's being described has to fit the definition of the terms that's being utilized. Also, I just think that as a part of, I think you're ignorant of what the new covenant have not actually addressed what I said, nor the framework that Howe laid down that I'm utilizing to make my argument. So I don't give a fuck how niggas feel about what the fuck I'm saying. My opinion is irrelevant anyway because I need to judge the fucking debate. But at the end of the day, I do believe that it was a deeper understanding that people who are in the faith or in the understanding or in the way cling to, which kind of gives them more of a reason to look at it from a particular perspective. That's not saying that they biased. They just played a role in how they understood the fucking debate. I don't understand. Who would you like? Who would you like? Who would you want to judge your debate? In a political debate, somebody that is grounded in political knowledge, or somebody that's totally ignorant. And look who you're talking to. I don't get like the judges. What are you talking about? That's exactly what that's what the fuck I deal with. That's what I'm saying. I don't care. Because I know as a debater, I want to make it. You're anonymous. I want to make it to where you never see that nigga. You never see that nigga, bro. If you ain't there now, you gonna have to see that nigga. Anonymous is so nigga. What are you talking about? Y'all niggas feel away about my niggas. I don't really give a fuck. We can move on to your charge. So then we can get the y'all rock. Go ahead, y'all. I will never ever. That nigga just tell the commission. Yeah, he gonna be shut the fuck up, and I don't need to y'all better hope I don't figure out the goddamn secret to the ooze in this goddamn rapid fire shit. No, listen, you sure? Go ahead and stick on it, though. No doubt. So, like, when it comes down to the transfer aspect of it, you have to understand that we're talking about office, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you understand that office is a priesthood, right? You have to understand that the priesthood is not going to last forever with one individual. It has to transfer to the next individual, right? In order for it to maintain, because once that person dies, if it's not transferred, then it's over with. You see what I'm saying? So that's what Solar is saying on this understanding, right? That's all Solar was saying. But then when you talk about this actual debate, man, listen, man, them judges did a damn good job, man. You know what I'm saying? I was just fucking with Domo, but like really, I had to learn season 1. I was really ignorant of the scripture, you know. I had to learn that shit. Like I was like, it was a lot of like terminology that I was ignorant of, you know. So yeah, I had to learn it as you know the debates happened, and I got to understand it. And I really had to look into it. You know, so can you transfer your services to me? Hey, but you know, I learned a lot. I'm trying to get somebody's savings over to me. Since it's all the same. Hold on, do you want to transfer your Hold on. We got Minister Howe. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a transfer. Let's go ahead and hear from the brother. You feel me? So you know what I mean? He can say his position, feel how he felt. You feel me? Or not even just, I'm just gonna speak on the debate. Hey, I'm gonna see how many of y'all niggas cut him. Shout out. I'm gonna see how many of you niggas cut him. This is gonna be fun. Minister Howe, how much that's? We ain't gonna cut him off just because you said. Nah, yeah. We got to get much more famous power. All right, bud. Go ahead, Minister. Congratulations to bro or whatever. I feel like I made my position clear. A lot of things that he brought out, I feel like I addressed all of them. And you know, it happens, man. This dynamics of the league, you know. It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean by the dynamics of the league? What do you mean? I'm getting ready to tell you exactly what I mean, bro. Like, it's a situation where I even said it in my closer, right? So what happens there is this unspoken dynamic in the league that from a Christian perspective, even in the interview, someone asked me, how do I feel as being a Christian, just holding my position? I know that my position is not the popular, because, you know, it's like an uphill climb, right? And even with the judge, so when we come in and we explaining the scriptures and you're going through the temple and you're going through all of these things, that paradigm
is easily latched onto, which my paradigm is saying like I am the one trying to superimpose this New Testament and Jesus and all of this. And if you listen to what one of the judges said, she said that she didn't like that I discredited Moses. I didn't discredit Moses. I only said what the scripture said. The scripture said, reading the Old Testament, there remains a veil on the face of those who read the book of Moses. That wasn't me discrediting. That's just what the scriptures say. So these things get broken down along that line. Well, it's similar to what Domo was saying. Like, you know, people have a certain inclination unless you actually drive the information home and leave it all on the table. I felt like I did, but maybe in the judge's eyes, I wasn't as clear as I could have been. I mean, that's the only way that I can make reason of it, right? Even when we get into what Sola said from the historical standpoint, none of those things have to do with the order of Melchizedek, because this is a certain dispensation of time. But you have to be able, you have to have some knowledge of how these things work. It's impossible to get all this out during a debate. Anonymous came with his information. I came with mine. The judges feel like he did a better job. I mean, it is what it is. I disagree, but that's my agreement.
Let me ask you this. So you're perfectly fine with someone coming in with their understanding of it already on the table? That's what they face.
Not at all. Not at all. I feel like we all come prepared. We all come to be judged just based on our performance, our information, that being independent of anybody's personal viewpoint, or things of that nature. I don't think that should be allowed. If that's what if that's what that is, I'm not saying it is, but if that is any semblance of that, then definitely moving forward, I think that, it's something that needs to be tightened up or looked at to make sure it's not happening.
How can you judge something that you don't know nothing about? And that's exactly the problem right there. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I don't know who just said that, but okay.
Somebody who lost in the first round. Man, but answer the question. How can you judge something that you don't know? Shout out to the public minister.
Listen, a lot of people take the opportunity, and this is a prime example. I want you to really pay attention.
Congratulations to you, bro. This is
likewise, bro. Listen, people take opportunities like this, and it ain't so much of me, but this is more of a photograph of how people feel about God, how they feel about the New Testament, they feel about Jesus, they feel about love and grace. Even though you put it out there playing for them, even though you show them, nobody in recorded history in the Bible, people that have no distractions, no electronics, even in that setting and time frame, they wasn't even able to keep the law. And I said this, Anonymous, I said, you're going to try to take the debate from being about Melchizedek to, is it about who kept it and who didn't keep it? But in the true contextual integrity of the scripture, none of those things have anything to do with the order of Melchizedek, because this is something that Christ enacts. And what he does ain't got nothing to do with whether you keep it or not, because it's based on his blood, his sacrifice, him making intercession. And the law of Moses don't have nothing to do with that. The Bible said, if the law will listen, the law clearly said now, not to repeat the debate, but I didn't hear the judges go into depth on my position, because I clearly showed the scripture where it said, if there was a law that could have been given that gave life, then God would have instituted that. And that's what this is about.
And actually what the Holy Spirit for.
No, I'm just saying that's what the order of Melchizedek is about. It says one Levitical priesthood was according to the lineage, the ancestry. But Christ is after this order because he has the power of an indestructible life, a priesthood that continues.
The fact that you keep saying that shows that you don't understand the argument.
Brother, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to have that. I don't take nothing away from your history. You're entitled to have that. You're a man. I am too. We can agree to this. Do you think I don't mean? Oh, ain't your time. You're looking at. Ain't your time. Real quick. Yeah, I'm going to answer. I think. You think you sure? You sure? Look at you sure? Y'all right, man. You know what I'm saying? When is vacation? I'm sorry. But I do want to address something that ain't said though. Just right quick, and then I'll move on. This is just man to man. Everything, it's a difference between debate and different between having integrity outside of debate, right? You're somebody I've met in person. You felt my energy in real life. I felt your energy in real life. The fact that you would say I lied on the Bible or the scripture, I think that was taken a little bit too far, especially if you know my life and what I'm about. I don't even live that type of lifestyle now. We disagree. But I didn't take the luxury of saying, this guy, he's lying on God, he's lying on the Bible. I didn't say that about you. So that right now further substantiates that line between Israelite, Christian, and all of those things, Old, New Testament, it goes so deep that brothers will be willing to sacrifice real life relationships just for the sake of trying to prove themselves to be right. I have offense with that, brother, and I'm being straight up with you.
Well, I'll do like the scripture says, if I offend my brother, not apologize, and I ask for forgiveness. Now, if that for you ends our friendship, brother, that's on you. To me, it's a debate. I'll clearly say I apologize. However you take that, you know what I'm saying, ask for forgiveness. I felt like it was a lie, and I wasn't trying to be offensive. I was just talking about that particular part of the debate. I hate that you was offended. There's some things that you said that I could have taken offense to, but it's all in the heated debate. I don't know if you a liar. That don't mean I hate you, none of that shit. So, but I do like you going by what you said. But I'll take your apology. I just want to know what you said. But I just wanted to, state that, I don't believe in, keeping under my heart. I want to, let's keep it, put it on the table. But hey, congratulations. And any more questions, man, then I'm about to jump out, bro. I look forward to seeing you there around. You sure y'all believe?
No, I just wanted to say, as far as the judges go, with this debate being real technical, one that has to be really in tune. But then again, you have to think, being a judge, you're not always gonna come into debates where you just know or you studied up on this specific topic. You might have an understanding about a few things, but you probably gonna learn more in this debate, other than what you already know. So as a judge, you come in fresh. Like, man, look, I'm gonna come in with no biasness, no nothing, and I'm gonna rock like that. And whatever they give me, you understand what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna judge off of that. Now, for Sis to bring out some information that maybe Anonymous didn't use as far as throughout the debate to, bring forth their judgment, I don't know about that. But at the same time, that's the water under the bridge, man. They did a damn good job, man. I don't know who brought out information that I didn't Listen, so I'll clarify again. The fact that your judges are incapable of rendering a decision that people can understand is based on their understanding of the debate is the problem. She did not validate anything A9 said. She said, we all know. No, we don't. As a judge, you can tell me it don't matter how she stated, but you're not the one debating, obviously. I don't want to go into a debate where a judge thinks they can correct me on some shit because of their historical understanding. Today is the Bible. We might be debating the Constitution next time. Because I know the sister. She probably had to go to bed, so that's why she probably didn't give a deep breakdown. She gotta get ready to go to work. She have a child. I mean, bro, this ain't about like nobody's attacking anybody. When you say like if you make a statement, we all know. No, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying if you like saying shit. Hold on. Like you know this statement, we all know who is the we. And I thought you weren't supposed to be doing that in season 3. I know that. The judges ain't shit unless you win. Unless you win. Fuck out of here. The judges ain't shit unless you win. When you win, it ain't none of this shit you talk about. We actually cleared that up last time. Shut your ass up, guys. You got another goddamn debate coming up. You better be paying attention to that. You better be ready for that. Nigga, I'm playing your opponent, nigga. When that debate was over, what's the first thing I said? You didn't like that shit. You didn't like that shit went down. That motherfucker ain't made no decision. Fuck that shit with these fucking judges, bro. Get some Go be a judge, Ken. Somebody complain to your ass. Complain about your ass. Peace all person, most high. So you celebrate. Shout out to no, I don't have anything to hate on. Shout out to Anonymous. Shout out to Minister Howell and Anonymous Hebrew for very powerful and spirited debate. For those who were edified, and for those who are learned. And for those who are learned, that was for you. So first of all, what I wanted to say, anything that I wanted to say, well, I mean, you want us to be unconscious. So what I wanted to say was, I'm sure you did, because then you go to sleep like you can sleep when you have. So then you can get your BS pass go to sleep. So at the end of the day, it's always my hope that when you have two brothers like Aeon and Minister Howell that I know personally, that we all spend time with together personally, two solid brothers, two brothers who are family men, two brothers who I know. I don't believe either one of them are liars about anything. So it was always hoping this debate that that they would take our heads, but not take our hearts. And so I think, both of these brothers going forward, I think they're much bigger than the outcome of the debate. And so, I don't see any division in that. We can agree to disagree. Minister Howard, we believe the Most High gave us the foot of Yahweh war machine because we were having a debate where we didn't agree and how things he beat me in that debate. I did. So, you see what I'm saying? But out of that came something that hundreds, if not, I dare say that thousands of people now, whether they hate us or love us, we're here, right? Something was birthed out of that. And so, so this is how I look at this debate. We don't agree. I don't think we agreed to that topic today. But I think it was I thought you saw a championship caliber debate tonight. That's just my opinion. You saw a championship caliber debate. You coming back and so I appreciate it. The AOI, but I hope I don't. And so, I ain't talking about the ministry. You bet, man. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'll the last line. So, but I did want to say this about this.
All right, my bad, people, man. I'm back. Oh, shit, man. Oh, he sleep? Oh, what the fuck? Judas sleep on the live. I don't got his number. Don't nobody got his number?
Here's the fun today.
Cut your camera back on and let's take, or you can call me on the stream.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Yeah, that boy Judy got kind of slipping. Hey, Jules be doing that too. Jules Gaming Channel. He be doing that too, to tell the truth. That nigga fell asleep. I caught him, but huh? Oh. I thought I cut that motherfucker out. Yeah, no, you did. Oh, shit, man. Oh. I might really have to go to the hospital, man. Oh, I hate going to the hospital, too. I know what'll work better. 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 Ain't none in the building.
What's up with the team?
Man, same shit. Holding it down on my side of town for people that's brown. Trying not to get caught lacking by people that's packing. Shit.
Cause that nigga Judah done passed out.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Ain't nobody got no Japan number in their phone.
Tried to hit him on the Facebook Messenger joint.
Yeah.
Passed out. He all.
He threw. Don't know what to do.
And there, drunk streaming. Well, you know, for him it was late night though, so it wasn't like it was.
Yeah, that's how you get down. Yeah. He be woken a little bit, man. It's all right. It'll happen to the best.
No, so you ready?
Hell yeah, I'm ready. Shit, I've been ready.
Tomorrow at 9, huh?
Hell yeah. 9 Eastern Standard Time to be exact. We gonna see who going out and who coming back. 2 niggas going out and 1 coming back. 1 nigga okay, the other head on flat.
It's like they take niggas and put us into a simulated goddamn fight or something. And then whoever come back, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Ain't it?
Yeah, I think
ain't
it's the first time he seemed scared to me.
Who?
Domo. This is the first time I ever seen him seem a little shook.
Now, to me, I promise he was shook during the whole Lance thing. I was like, this is crazy. Like, yeah, Lance was talking crazy. None of that shit. I didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. But when I looked at Domo, it was like, I just saw, yeah, baby. Can you throw me that rap, that whatever that is right there on the shelf in the bathroom, like tape? It's like a rapping tape. Your hookah in the building.
Yo, what up? I want you to cut his feet off, man.
Cut his feet off.
His feet.
His feet off, man. I want him to be stubby nubby when he come out of the debate.
I just want to see a good one, bro, but I don't know. Like, it's
Oh, it's gonna be a good one. It ain't got no choice but to be a good one.
I want that Suave that debated A9. That Suave that debated what's his name? Claim during that the Israelites didn't exist debate. That's the Suave I want to see.
Yeah,
I need that one don't show up. If that one don't show up, I'm giving you hell.
I need a whole. I need a better Suave than that.
I think the Suave that showed up against me is plenty against Domo because he was focused in that rebuttal and in that rapid fire. I know your information gonna be on point. Like whatever your info that you present is gonna be on point. The problem is gonna be making sure that you catch all his shit in the rebuttal and in the rapid fire.
Yeah.
You know, and as for him, because I don't want him to say that niggas is biased, because you know that's what his favorite thing. You niggas is scared of me. Nah, for him, I think he just got to come in. Like, if we honest, he got to come in and do what he normally do, and then he got to make sure that he don't get knocked out in that rapid fire.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I gotta make sure they require more out of Domo than what they usually have to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the same old Domo can't come in and win, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta really take advantage of that. That you know, That shookness, that nigga.
Yeah, I can hear. I heard it last night, bro. I heard it for the last 72 hours, honestly. If I'm honest, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't trip. I thought he was posturing kind of in y'all and like y'all face off and shit.
Yeah.
But I can hear it now because his whole argument is that's not an argument to tell me that I ain't on topic. That's all you niggas got. Hold on, nigga. If you ain't on topic, though, that's a huge part of the debate. Like, that's a huge part of the debate. If you ain't on topic, that's why I'm pointing that out. And he able to convey that to the judges, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. So, hey.
Yeah, man.
Good one, though.
I'm on that shit. You ain't get enough?
Ready? Well, be ready now. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I want to see a good one, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Trust me too.
Both of y'all good debaters. Can't take nothing away from neither one of y'all.
I need to take something away from his ass.
You already know what his weakness is. We already know what it is.
Yeah, man.
Just capitalize on it. Just capitalize on it.
I think Domo more than just a rapid fire as a weakness, though.
Oh, I do too. I mean, I ain't gonna say what it is, but you know.
No, I think Suave called it out. See, and since he called it out, I mean, we could talk about it because this is what I'm gonna do to him too if I see him. His ability in the past to be able to come in and reshape the narrative of the debate. You see what I'm saying? And make it what it's not. The fact that Suave already called it out, meaning he knows that, right? Domo has made a living around here saying, no, see, you gotta understand, this is the real argument. He wants to take you away from what's on the table and take you somewhere else.
Basically, oversimplification just means distortion.
But it don't even be oversimplification. What he's trying to do is, he said it. The argument is what I say it is. He said that constantly, and I think it's gone over people's head. He thinks he can come in and tell you what the argument is, and if you don't know how to catch it or bring it back to what the argument on the table is, you lose.
Yeah, I think it's too easy for him to set up a debate, change the topic, and say, "Why would I debate that?"
Right.
I don't know. That was my shit from the beginning. Like, why would he debate that? I was telling, like, man, that's crazy. Like, which would have a greater impact? I'm like, all right. So it's like, no, I meant on making the black vote effective. Why would anybody else debate anything other than that? And then everybody else would say, yeah, why would you debate what would happen if black people voted other than to say the effectiveness? Like, that's the, no. The conversation is hashed out. But like I said, he just got to go in there and spit his argument. I got to go in there and spit my argument. I got to rebut his information. You got to rebut mine, and we got to talk about it. And we got to let the judges roll.
I mean, we see examples in reality of both cases of when black people do vote, and then when black people wasn't allowed to vote or didn't vote. So, I mean, you guys can both make good arguments. It's all about who showed more impact. And impact don't always mean good. It can mean in a negative way as well, you know?
Yeah, that's my point. So when he says stuff like, hold your vote will bring a unique negative circumstance, I know. That's impact. Shit. He said like that's killing my argument. That's supporting my argument.
I just got out of the debate this weekend.
Is this weekend?
No, I said I just got out of a debate this past weekend.
Oh, who you debate?
Some dude named Faithful to God.
Dinky the Dot.
Faithful to God.
When you debating him?
I debated him. No, I debated him on Garfield Channel Sunday. He didn't want to do a he wanted to do a discussion. He wanted to do it wasn't a discussion, it was actually a debate. It wasn't formatted to where
we could cross-examine each other. It was just a basically premise and a rebuttal. And what it was is he didn't want, he got scared. I could tell when he gets scared because he'd be like, I want to debate now. Let's debate now. So the only reason I went ahead and debated right then on the spot is because, you know, Garfield was like, yo, I think you can already. Basically, Garfield asked me, you know what I'm saying, present my information that I had right then and there. And I was on his channel, so I actually did. And the whole thing was, he tries to go against me, but then Faithful just end up really just agreeing with my premise, but trying to gaslight like he wasn't agreeing or saying the same things I was saying. So, yeah. I'm surprised Yara didn't tell you about it.
He told me, I just forgot.
Yeah.
Me and Moore told me. They both told me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because I was finna shoot him up because I thought that they was trying to jump me.
Oh, they did try to jump me. I mean,
yeah, I was gonna go. Yeah, I know. So once they told me, I was gonna go shoot their whole shit.
Like Rob Bourne kind of, you know, came in, and then, you know, they kind of straw man the argument, you know, and on different things. But one thing I learned about debating Faithful is, and this is what I have to do during a time when people are making the premises and they're reading, read the chapter, because sometimes people distort the chapter and not read the whole thing for the complete context. And he did that like 2 times.
And that's what your boy just did when we debated. I know.
And I didn't catch it. But see, the difference is you called it out. I didn't call him out. You see what I'm saying? Which it didn't hurt me debating him. Period. It's just, if I would have called him out, it just would have made him look even worse than what he, you know, worse than anything. So, you know, we have enough time. You know, if you have enough time in your rebuttal to check your opponent's premise to see if he's keeping everything in context.
Or see, that's the other thing I wanted to point out. See, I knew what it was coming. Now I could talk about this. Even by coming into the last debate that I had, and you start to take notice of this shit. See, that's why he set it up with the numbers like that. That's why he wanted that 10-minute rebuttal in that long-ass rapid fire. Because he knew that if I had time in the rebuttal, I would destroy them. But me, knowing me, I know what I can and can't do, so I took it. Anytime you debate those Sunday believers on anything to do with the law or anything like that, go right into the chapter that they're talking about. Or if you in Galatians, because you're a master of Galatians, you know where to go to in Galatians. Galatians will be the only one that you kind of have a problem with. Everyone else, every other time, it'll be in the same chapter where Paul is clarifying the nonsense that they're trying to use. And so just make sure you know that from now on. Just go right into that same chapter, 2 or 3 up, 2 or 3 down, and you're going to find it.
Yeah, the worst thing a person can do with me is try to go into the book of Galatians.
Yeah, you're a Galatians killer.
That's the worst thing you can actually do. And I got to give it up to Critic on that one when I had that debate with him. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to tell Hal to him, like, you got to understand, you don't understand the law, because the law existed even before the covenant existed. You know, and we go back and we look into Genesis and we see all these things, you understand, that was kept. We see adultery was a problem before it was even codified. That, you know, we see that as a problem. You understand what I'm saying? We see kidnapping as a problem with Lot. We see murder as a problem with, you know, I think Cain and Abel. So, you know, it's like, yo, these things existed. And when you see when the Most High actually gave Moses in Exodus 18 and 19, when he gave him the law, he gave him the basic laws, like, yo, basically respect, worship me and love your neighbor. Is basically what he gave him. Now it's when they get the golden calf going on, is when there comes a new law. There were certain things that was actually added to the law. So, you know, and that's where that purity come in, the purity laws come in, purification laws come in. So, and that's what I'm trying to get how to see. And that's what I've been trying to get the Christians to see, that the purity law is the temporary law, it's the schoolmaster, because of what it's supposed to do.
But I don't want to make this about the Bible. Because, you know,
Right. I know Suave ain't about the Bible, but I do
agree with what you're saying. What we started to do is
working on my PowerPoint, man. Talk about what you want to.
Oh yeah, but I know, Suave. But see, this is the thing. I've learned to not be dogmatic or always, when I go on different platforms, to try to saturate people with biblical conversations when
I mean, I don't mind having biblical conversations. I hate talking about beliefs. I don't mind talking about the Bible. The Bible is a real book. Like, when was it wrote? Who wrote it? But to go in there and say, no, when I look at that word, my heart tells my brain, like, and niggas just argue over that. That's like saying, what's your favorite color? And then y'all argue all day over your favorite color. Like, nigga, that's his understanding. That's his interpretation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's fun to be like, well, how do you interpret it? Whatever. But then it's like, it'd be like,
it turns into all-out war.
I think this is the teaching. This is what it means. But y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get to know the Bible. Niggas still don't know about the Council of Nicaea. I bring shit up and niggas just.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Council of Nicaea is basically when they decided that Jesus was God.
Yeah, like, I'm just saying, like, I think conversations like that will have more value and be more interesting. So, you know, within 100 conversations that we have about the Bible, I would like 20 of them to be like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know?
But see, I want to see what this finals is going to be about, because I think the last two finals we had for the last two seasons, it came down to biblical debates. And basically, both of them was about Jesus. So it'd be quite interesting to see how season 3 final debate, what's the topic, what it's going to be about. I look forward to that.
The city of Tyre.
We'll see. But then it's still another biblical debate, though.
So?
I mean, it's got a little history in it, too, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Yes, sir. We shall see.
And when is this Asar and Emac debate again?
On the 24th?
24th. Okay, so they're the last ones in that round. Most likely. I do believe Asar got a good chance of winning. I mean, it's going to be hard. If T-Duck wins, then I ain't going to lie. If he wins, then hats off to him, because he really has to sway the judges. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though, you know, I think they might be coming in with a unbiased nature, you know, it's still, I think that the judges are personally agree with Asar.
Yeah, me too. Especially when he shows them the evidence. And that nigga T-Duck get up there and ramble. Like, what PowerPoint you gonna put together for that?
I mean, he can make arguments. The only thing he can do is make a good argument.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he makes a good argument, if he can rebut Asar's information or cross him up in a rapid fire. I know what you're saying. It's difficult. He's got an uphill battle.
Nigga, I don't even know why we playing, bro. T-Duck trash. Y'all gonna stop, nigga.
I ain't
That's
saying
y'all. Don't try to.
Good.
I don't got no hope for that nigga, Dad. I ain't got no hope for that nigga, Dad.
Hey,
I mean, I don't got no hope for him either, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to be objective and not subjective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel you. But I'm just gonna be honest with you. That nigga gonna win, bro. That nigga right.
I mean, yo, check it out though. Let's be real. We have not seen him on any lives. Maybe he's in there live.
He was just on here the other day, destroying his own argument.
Destroying that motherfucking dog. Sorry what he
nigga was on here the other day, destroying his whole argument, sounding like a goddamn moron.
I think it's Solar bogus for calling that nigga.
Yeah, he had an interview.
Nah, Solar was on the panel and he just called him on his phone like, these niggas talking about you, man. They talking about you. Come get on the panel. That nigga came over here like, nah, we should get reparations if they gotta give us all of IBM.
Like, I was like,
that nigga said they gotta give us half or something. Okay, well, if they give us half, should we take it? Yeah.
Nigga, that's reparations. And that nigga said that's not reparations.
Damn, go visit with a bizzle. Hair look like the root of the earth that provides life in his motherfucker. Yeah, man, this shit crazy.
So Taz is waiting on a winner between Suave and Domo.
Suave.
Yeah.
He's waiting on Suave.
Like I said, me and Taz will probably get it in season 4. I know that's what Solar wants.
Moonland.
I think some of y'all want that too.
Oh, for you and Taz to get it in?
Say what, Suave? I couldn't hear you, bro.
Right. Oh, for you and Taz to get it in?
I can't hear you, bro. Is it me?
No. It was me. For you and Taz to get it in?
Yeah.
What they want you to get it in about?
I don't know, but I think people want to see us collide because of the energy that we both have.
But he said he ain't taking no motherfucking Bible debate after that shit yesterday.
Oh, it don't have to be a debate. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it doesn't have to be that. Biblical top, Joe genetics?
No, you know, I mean, my mind goes beyond genetics now. You know what I'm saying? We can get political on some things.
Who you think the most?
Taz is more like a.
Who do you think the most repulsive cracker is out of all crackers?
Damn. You said repulsive?
Yeah, repulsive. Man.
Like, who's the most evilest cracker? Who's the most wicked cracker? Who's the most?
Like asking who the worst gremlin was.
Man, boy. It's too many to pick from, brother. I can't even give you an answer. I have to sit down and
I
would have to think over time.
I say Jeffrey Dahmer.
So you say he was repulsive. So basically, you going by the act that he did.
You think worse than what he did? Some of them white cats that was hanging and lynching us,
yeah, that's
and
like
castrating us.
Right.
Doing times of like slavery and Jim Crow.
We had to get a specific what's the name? Because we got to know the person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. I just can't say no crackers.
Know they did.
Yeah. Like we got to get his
right. I feel you.
But I would like to get into shit like that. Who was the worst? Who was the worst serial killer of all? You know what I'm saying? I want the debate.
And the crazy part is, it's almost always for sure going to be white person.
You said it's who?
Right.
It's going to be a white person. Like, even think about it in England when you got Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, that's what I need. That's what I want. Hey, Taz said Teddy Bundy.
You ain't shit.
Taz said Teddy Bundy.
You know, what about Ted Bundy, though? Ted Bundy.
That's what Taz just said in the chat. Ted Bundy.
What?
I'm still sticking with Jeffrey Dahmer.
It ain't Jamal, though. It ain't.
Hey, no, but you
saying, like,
we got one that made it though. That DC sniper made it though.
Yeah, but he wasn't even.
They were just shooting people through a keyhole out of a car, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but he shot a kid too, though.
Okay.
These niggas was eating.
Jeffrey Dahmer was
eating.
But listen, Ted Bundy was sleeping with dead bodies, yo. He would kill them broads and dead.
Jeffrey Dahmer was sleeping with dead bodies, eating dead bodies.
I said Ted Bundy.
Posing dead bodies and doing artwork of the shit, keeping the collection.
Hey, that's so well, dude. For all the different things, the walls, he was
sound like some salt in the microphone. What you say, bro?
Can you hear me now?
It sound like some shit. Like, say it again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said, it's so well, dude, that did that killing shit, Cleveland, where you had them women up in the walls and shit. That nigga was fucked up, but he damn sure wasn't no Jeffrey Dahmer. A different level. That's a whole other level.
Okay, I'll tell you about that.
Yeah, that's crazy. The fact that we got so many of them. Yo, what's up, Lance?
What's good, bro? Just tripping. I went back and looked at that shit last night. Just crazy how that nigga Malak was getting the fuck drug out him by that girl.
What girl?
I gotta go back and hear it. I ain't hear it, man.
What was the subject? What was the subject they was talking?
I missed that shit.
They was talking about
she a Torah only. You know the Torah. Any Torah only. Anybody that read the Bible. No, it's the new chick. No, it's the
girl, of course, bro.
Hey, watch your mouth. She ain't.
She young.
So she in the league.
Still got some work to do.
Yeah, she got a lot of work to do.
I'm gonna take her and make her my young Padawan.
In the league though, or what?
She said she gonna join.
Okay.
She got a lot of work to do though, man. So I mean,
she ain't got, but she got as much work to do as Aqualock, Battle X. She gotta argue. She gotta argue. Yeah. She knows she in that Bible.
But I would say this, like
she a fighter, bro.
It won't phase some of the cats who've been hearing this shit for years. Like,
hell no.
How come you don't see "Thus saith the Lord" in the New Testament?
Why would the white people put their own destruction in the Bible? Yeah. That's like, hey man, what niggas be saying, dog? Like for real. Yeah, but she's so.
Why would they prophesy their own destruction and write it in there?
She's so anti-Jesus. She don't give a fuck about her.
She don't care, bro. Like, so I give her that. She got a zeal. She don't want to just work on the clock, though.
I got bars too. Let's see though.
Hey,
let's see.
But I think
that once she learned how to structure debate, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what scared me though. I didn't hear the. I got to go back and hear the one from last night. But the first time I heard them get mad, I was like, yo, she wanna get it back on the clock, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, volume of the book came on. Like, nah, y'all ain't gonna be fucking up Amalak. Next thing you know, volume of the book running on the other side of the car like this. They still there? Is they still there?
Hell nah, not volume. I know you lying in jail,
bro. Come on, man. I'm not lying, bro. Like she held her own. I ain't have to say much, bro.
Hold on, held her own is not making volume go hide behind the car. Nigga.
Hey, bro, that nigga went in here behind the car.
You already know that you have a tendency to exaggerate.
Reloading.
I'm not gonna call you a liar. But we know that you have a tendency to exaggerate. I don't like to call
you can't say that I'm lying. If I see things the size,
I didn't call you a liar, bro.
Weight and shape that I see them, you can't call me a liar.
You said you did. Man, y'all niggas take stuff. I said exaggerate, man.
Not you. I'm talking about the one who said liar.
But yeah.
Man, you still got them damn babies on your shit, man.
Got the what?
But yeah, that's just
got them damn babies on your shit.
I want to go back and hear what happened last night.
Yeah, I'm about to put up another one.
But if that, we got the debate we've been waiting for coming up tomorrow. Who y'all got? Who you got, man?
Domo.
Damn.
That nigga Domo came in and punked that nigga.
Hell no, Domo gonna win it. It don't matter what Suave do, bro.
Why you say it don't matter?
I know why you saying that.
Domo beat the nigga ass 2 times, bro.
Cause Domo get away with murder. You know Domo could change the subject.
In the rapid fire, bro.
He could change the title of
out of all of the motherfucking judges I talked to, you can't. It is no losing a debate in a slip of a word. My premise was set. Everything was set. There's no slipping of the word, bro. There's no slipping of the word in a heated argument that'll cause one to lose a real debate. Oh, I got you. You said not. Hold on. But my premise, everything is set. Because I slip of a word. Come on, stop playing. I didn't slip of a word, but that's the expression.
I'm telling you, I sat there and watched it. Your rebuttal round was fire. You lost it in the rapid fire.
Bro, and I agree. Like I went. I had you up going into the rapid fire, man. I'm not even gonna feel like I was like, yo, you can pull this one out.
No, I couldn't. No, I couldn't. It was not designed for me to pull it out.
I just saying, if you wouldn't have brought that bust out, when you start bringing out certain things that was irrelevant to the argument, I think is where it kind of went off the rails. But, it's just my opinion. So you got Domo not because you think that Suave can't present the argument, you think that the judges basically are going to be biased towards Domo.
Yep.
All right. Domo, you got. I'm the media. I'm not allowed to talk about that type of.
Actually, the media get paid to make predictions.
Nah, you see how more pissed and stuff the other night when he thought people was against him. I wasn't either.
Especially you, because you the best type of media. You the analyst. Like, you a former debater, now turned media. That's what we pay you. We pay you to give us your analysis of the game. We don't pay you enough because your mic is beating your ass. Go easy. Yeah, he got raptured. Moving on.
Yo, what up?
Who you got? Suave or Domo?
Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna go with Suave because I want him to chop Domo's feet off. And when I get Domo, I'm gonna cut his tongue out. So
what the hell?
Wow, chop them feet off.
Uh-oh. Where you at, Lance?
I told
you. Where you at, Lance? Hey, Volume says stop lying.
We don't gotta lie, bro. Yeah. See the damn picture. We seen the video, bro.
Volume says stop lying. You sound crazy, as a matter of fact.
That girl drug y'all niggas.
I don't know, Lance. You be hella biased, bro.
I don't have no beef with valuable book, bro. The nigga came on there.
That's
look, he came on there. He supposed to be protecting our lock, and the nigga ended up, like I said, is they gone yet? Hiding behind the damn thing with lock. Do you see her?
That don't even sound like Volume, bro. He's out of control.
Is she still out there?
You are out of control. Lance is a pure fabricator, man.
No,
Lance was sitting here to tell stories.
I was just proud of the girl, man. You know what I'm saying?
Lance was brought into this world to tell extravagant, exaggerated stories.
No, I was sitting here to remove the veil.
Okay, yep. Thank you. Like I said, extravagant, exaggerated stories. Hey, Suave, just want to let you know, Lance said you're going to lose because it's impossible to beat Domo. Because the judges is too biased.
He said through that shit. He traumatized. He said, I had my whole argument. It was made sense from A to Z. And then he came in and clicked his goddamn
didn't refute nothing.
Clicked his Ruby heels together and yeah, that shit worked on him, man. He traumatized. But I'm gonna free us from that bond. I'm gonna
tell Lance where his debate went off the rails.
Domo.
Ain't nobody can tell me, bro. I watched the debate 3 times.
Black or white.
In the rebuttal.
How would you describe this person? No, that nigga opened up that floodgate in interrogation and asked that nigga about that clay colored.
That goddamn bus.
That clay colored bus.
Exactly. It was just brown, bro. The clay. Yeah, you seen it as a black man. It wasn't even painted yet.
I was mad as shit at your ass. I was like, damn, bro, he almost made it. I was like, oh.
Bro, it wasn't even painted, bro. That shit was just brown clay, bro. That shit was funny.
I was mad as fuck at you, but I was like, bro, you didn't even need it. I'm sitting there looking at that shit like, nigga, cheese pizza and some bread. You didn't even need it.
Hey, no, but that was the king of Egypt, of Axum, Custom.
No, it wasn't.
AKSUM. It was.
That was a Nubian warrior, bro.
No, that wasn't. That was the king of.
I can show you a video on the nigga, bro.
You can't show me shit. I already know who that is.
I believe you,
What's his name?
Name is Mehmet or Mehmet or some shit like that. Let me bring up my PowerPoint. Because I'm gonna do shows to my PowerPoints and shit. I'm gonna actually go ahead and just, because I didn't know that's what we was doing. When you actually think about it, like you can actually present off your PowerPoint that we do, dog.
Man, you have a right. But yeah, you're right. But yeah, I can't believe you. Volume say that you lying, then evidently it didn't happen like that, bro. So I gotta go back and listen.
Yeah, you gotta go back and listen.
I gotta go back and listen.
Let's not front like you have not exaggerated at times. All in all, still though, you still an entertaining motherfucker, so.
Yeah, I ain't entertained.
I can tell, bro, you are hilarious.
Yeah, but he has a dark side to him that's not working.
Yeah, man. I was just about to say, but is that entertainment value worth the back?
You know, like like the best clowns in the world, like really kill kids and hide them.
Yeah. Like, is it worth it? You right? So that's the question. I don't know. Uh-oh, and here we go. I knew it was gonna happen, bro.
Oh, let me mute my mic.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute on now. Hey, salute to you, King, boy.
What's up? Nah, this ain't gonna be long. I want to apologize to Suave for last night. I came on. Yeah, Suave, cause I came on. Usually, you know what I'm saying, I stay in the cut. I just throw a few things out here and there, but I kind of went overdrive last night to the point Suave was like, listen, Lance, you take the host. I'm hanging up. You end the show when you done. I was like, yo, okay. I was up here too long.
Damn. I gotta go back and watch. They got volume.
Nah, it went a long time. We was on till like 6:45 in the morning.
Hey,
I think
I wonder why I ain't never did that in the first place. Like, I always sit up here and be like, man, I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. Like, no, I just make one of y'all hosts.
Yeah, that's what you did. I said, Suave ain't want to hear all this, man. And I didn't even come on there for that. But what happened was Lance, because really the smoke was for Lance, really. She just kind of got the crosshairs. But let me say this about the girl. I don't know. I forget her name, so I don't want to be disrespectful. But the sister, right? She does have. What is it?
Miss Yisrael.
Miss Yisrael. Okay, yeah. So she does have a lot of fight. And I wasn't even mad. If y'all hear, I think, Lance, did you save the part where Suave made you host?
Yeah, it's all on there.
Okay, cool.
I think I ended up going upstairs, came back downstairs. I heard snoring, nigga.
Okay, so if you go back and listen, y'all are here constantly, like probably at least 10 times purposely. I kept telling the sister, I ain't mad at what you're saying. I appreciate your perspective. It's just not right. So I tried to make sure I was respectful to her. But Lance ended up, he's the one who left. So it's crazy how you saying what I was saying when in fact I'm the last one on the call. The sister's like, all right, I gotta go.
The last I heard, you was getting off.
Bro, she hangs up. I'm the last one on. You were nowhere to be found, and I came for you.
Oh, that's probably when I went upstairs and took a shower. I came back, I heard snoring. I was like, damn, everybody left. I was on. I didn't want to stop the bill, so I just went and took a shower, came back. I think Solar was snoring on that motherfucker.
So then what you're saying is a lie because nothing happened last night where a sister had you chip or nothing. In fact, what actually happened was
Amalak was drugged so hard he left and left you by yourself.
True.
You came to step up for Amalak.
Okay, but that got nothing to do with me. What I'm saying is the sister got to the point where she had no answers for nothing that I was asking her.
Well, the thing is, you was trying to hem her up into your paradigm, and she realized it, so she stopped.
And she had no answers, and no disrespect to her again. But my point is, what you're saying is a lie because anybody that go back and listen will hear what happened.
You always lying,
had nothing.
Let's go back and listen, man.
I'm not going to do that to the panel today.
Nah,
bro.
You can't tell me what I saw and how I seen how you were drugged, bro. If you say you were just letting her drag you, then okay, but you were literally handled. Even when Suave was on, bro.
With all due respect, Lance, right? You're not a good judge of who got drugged, bro.
When I was on, he was like getting drugged by.
You sound crazy, bro. The stuff she was saying, we done heard a billion times. Like I just heard Anon say, we know all those arguments.
Is Jesus your Lord and Savior?
And what did I say last night?
Yes.
So what? So okay. So what's the problem?
Wait, hold on. This is what the argument. Hold on, because I didn't get to hear it. So what was the overall argument?
Because it was all the
overall argument.
Is it the basic tour?
Hold on, man. Jesus is God is what got her heated.
But that's not what happened with me, bro.
Jesus is God. That's what the whole argument was about. I'm came on.
Then I know that she couldn't have gotten.
Amalak came on and checked me.
Exactly.
Jesus is God. Then she came on and asked questions.
I don't think
Malak was getting slapped back and forth. The volume of the book came on, like y'all not gonna be slapping Malak around.
Okay, you're not listening to Lance. No,
anything that happened last night, you don't listen.
So I'm asking you then, what was it? How did she drag volume? Where did she drag volume? Where you see? Where in what area did she do that volume?
Let's go back and look, man. I'm not
okay.
All
right. Yeah.
Go back and look.
It's pretty much
thank you.
I'm not gonna call you a liar, bro. You just a fabricator.
He's missing.
That's my hold on. Because you didn't see
in the beginning, the creator said, "Let us make man in our image."
That's not the creator talking.
Period. It doesn't matter. There was more than one.
That's not the creator talking.
My point is there was more than one. I don't need to hear y'all only people know the authority they yourself.
There was more than one who?
Oh my God!
There was more than one there.
How could there be more than one God when in the first commandment, you say you follow the law, statutes, and commandments. The first commandment is thou shalt for me. That is a singular. That is a singular command. He didn't say thou shalt have no other gods before us. That is the first commandment.
Hey, let me ask you this. Let me just ask you this, because I'm
not worshiping any other God. So you're making non-secular points like you're doing something. You're not. You're going against the Torah. Because the Most High says in the Torah, let us make man in our image. I'm not telling you to worship no other God. That's what the Bible says. You want to argue the word of God and watch this. Let everybody see.
No, it does say let us make
everybody see how you got a zeal for the Most High but not a knowledge.
No, that's true, bro. It says let us make man, but I don't think that's God talking.
It doesn't matter.
Nobody's gonna argue with you about your idol.
Silence is king. When did I tell you to worship something? When?
You worship Jesus.
Why don't you answer the question? You assume that, but I never told you that.
You did.
You worship Jesus.
I said I give reverence to Yahshua Mashiach just like I give reverence to Moses.
And he is not.
So I give reverence to David.
He's not the son of the Most High. You realize who I was. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm referring to.
So the question my brother asked, I'm gonna help you out, Malak, so the question the brother asked was, who is it? Because when y'all type, as y'all say JC, y'all got all this stuff to say about him, but when we start asking y'all questions, we don't get no answer. So let's play the game. Who's in Isaiah 9:6? And after that, tell me who's in Micah 5:1. And don't tell me it's not JC. Tell me who it is. Because if you can't tell me who it is, then you can't tell me who it ain't.
Right.
Let's read it.
No, wait. So you don't know who? Okay. So
let's read it. Let's read it.
All right. Let's read it.
Isaiah 9:6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. And his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Now,
David.
Okay, now,
that's the son of the prophet.
Hold on, now you said it's David. Who to me that's David?
That's the son of the prophet.
Hold on, she said it's David.
Oh my God. Okay, so if you go to verse 7, it says that the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth, even forever. The zeal of Yah of hosts will perform this.
So you realize by verse 7 it can't be David because it's saying that this person is going to be upon the throne of David.
Okay, so it's going to be the seed of David.
So who is it?
Christ was for the children.
No, he wasn't. Oh my God. Let's go back now. I'm going to show you.
Hey, yeah, I can see where this is going already. I mean, we can listen to the whole thing if you want to, because I'm sure Volume got some things we want to clear up.
No, I'm good. And it's the same
thing.
It's the same.
So I can tell. So then we're gonna go from here to stupid shit like you never hear him say, "Thus saith the Most High."
Yeah. Hold on. Who is the child in Isaiah?
He just told you who he thinks it is.
He didn't.
Hold on.
He said it was Jesus.
No, before you get in there.
Who is the prophet?
Hey, bro, relax.
Who is the child?
Before you start trying to explain away, I want to point out that the sister even changed her answer.
And she does it all night.
Well, she's a young Padawan, bro.
No,
she said it's David.
Hey, bro,
I said it's the son of the prophet.
Don't try to answer that now, brother. You said that she drug value and she had to switch her answer up.
She just already getting beat up right there.
I continue listening.
Bro, I don't need to.
But hold on. Who is the child?
I'm not doing that. I'm not going to.
Who is the child?
Right now.
Yeah, can I
Who is called wonderful?
You're a child.
Hezekiah, nigga. That child of Hezekiah, bro. Y'all liars, bro. Who is the child?
All right, can I just say that?
When was Hezekiah called?
No, you're not doing that.
Hold on. I don't want to. Listen, this is the debate platform. Y'all got debates coming up. That's why I came on late night to not interfere with what this is really about. I'm not even in the league. Don't even put that much attention on, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to get into y'all stuff.
Why don't you join the league, bro?
It's a lot, bro. I want to be talking to you soon. Elder Yara reached out to me when this was all happening last night. He told me to make sure I hit him up today, so I'm definitely going to do it.
You gotta,
so we'll talk, but I don't want to turn this into what I did last night.
Hey, yo, who you asked me the question? I asked you. You ran from me, and you went to the young one.
That's what Lance gonna do.
You got no information.
You ran from me and went to the young. Who is the child?
You talking to me, Lance?
Yeah. Who is the child?
Okay. Do you want to do this right now? Like
yes. Why not? Who is the child?
Okay. Let's let him slap. Let's get ready to rumble.
Who is the child? Let's bring it out. Let's go back to 7. Let's go back to the prophecy being spoken. Isaiah 7.
All right. I mean, we're gonna make this quick because again, bro, this is about the league. I'm not in the league, but all right. Isaiah 7.
You came on here and ran your mouth, nigga. You were target.
I'm cool with that, Lance. I'm not, Lance. You ain't got nothing, bro. You come on. All right. I mean,
first off, he didn't come run his mouth. He came to defend himself because you lied to him.
Exactly.
He came on here last night. Not in the
let's get the narrative. Let's get.
You lied on the nigga. You lied on the man and said the girl dragged him, and we see she
getting her interview.
Question. She didn't drag him, but
until she in the league.
Yeah, yo, bro. Listen to the whole thing.
Until she in the league, she ain't in the league. Mm-hmm.
All right, Lance. What verse you want me to read real quick, bro, so we can get this over with? What you want me to read?
Go to the. I think it's Isaiah 7 when the prophet tell Ahaz the prophecy.
I'm in 7, but I'm saying you want me to read 1.
What is it? Well,
you want you to start like 13 or 14. He wants you to start at 13 or 14 so he can cherry pick. He wants you to start with.
No, I want you to understand what is going on. If I may, Ahaz has the kingdom of Israel and the kingdom of Syria at his threshold. He wants to go to Egypt and get help, but from God, the prophet gives him a word to say, "Yo, don't go to Egypt. It's gonna fuck you up to go to Egypt. Believe that the Most High is with you." Ahaz, like, okay, I believe it. God say, tell the prophet to tell him, ask whatever he is as a sign, and I shall give him the sign. He said, I will not dare put the Lord to a test. The prophet say, the Most High say, I'll give you a sign. A child shall be born from a young maiden. By the time he's a certain age, which is when he shall be able to consume milk and honey, the kingdom of Israel and Syria shall be done away with, and you're going to be good. The child being born is the sign of Yahweh is with you.
Okay, Lance, I'm not trying to be funny and interrupt your bill, right? But I really want to. Okay, so let's say we agree with all that, because everybody here know the history of what you're talking about. Okay, so now here's the.
Everybody don't know that. Everybody don't know that,
bro. I'm talking about what I'm talking about is
now we go to the prophecy of Isaiah 9 when the actual prophecy is fulfilled.
Okay, see, here's a problem with what you just said, and I'm trying to help you out so you don't look horribly terrible. Here's the problem: the child that's being spoken of in Isaiah chapter 7 that you're referring to. Mm-hmm. When is that child born? What chapter?
Is
that child born in 8?
That child is born during the time that the king of Assyria and Israel is being at war with each other and decimated.
Would that be in chapter 8 of Isaiah, Lance?
Would it be? I'm not sure.
So why are you talking if you don't even know?
Hold on, because I know the book. I don't have to know where it is exactly, but I know of the
Okay, well, let me show you
I know the energy of it. I know the spirit of it. That's why we're able to have this dialogue. What do you mean?
Okay, so let me show you how important that point is. When you get to chapter 8, right? You see that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You can't get to chapter 8 without going through behold, a virgin is born. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son or some shit like that. He shall be called Emmanuel. You can't go past that.
I'm aware of that. You are so unlearned, bro.
Am I?
Yes, because when you read Isaiah 7:14, a child should be born and all that, should call name Emmanuel, blah, 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 blah. When you get to chapter 8, you see Isaiah and his wife, and you see the child being born in chapter 8.
The prophet's son.
No, you don't even understand how you're dead already. Because if the child is born in chapter
you're crazy. The prophet's son is born.
Bro, can you
That's
listen
the
for
sign.
a second? Can you listen for 1 second?
Now go back to what Lance said.
Can you listen for 1 second? No. For 1 second, for real, can you listen? If the child is born in chapter 8, which you just agreed to, the prophecy for a child shall be born comes in chapter 9. So who is that, Lance?
The same child.
You're silly. All right, that's why you want to do this.
All right. Continuation, bro.
All right, we good. Y'all could go to whatever.
It's clearly, stop playing. Stop playing, bro.
I'm good. Like, I can't, Lance, bro, just, you mean well, bro. You mean well.
No, you have no answers to it.
It can't be Hezekiah anyway, because Hezekiah, Sennacherib, took his kingdom.
Who is called Wonderful?
Isaiah 9, hold up, in Isaiah 9.
Who is called Wonderful?
In Isaiah 9, listen, the person also has the government of peace. So Hezekiah is out the picture. Sennacherib took laid siege to Jerusalem. So
Hezekiah is not the child born.
Dude, you said it was Hezekiah in chapter 9, bro.
It's really, all bro. Good. Like, it's okay. It's okay.
Did he not say earlier? Did he not say Isaiah 9 was talking about Hezekiah?
The child.
Exactly what he said.
That's what he said.
It's all good.
Hezekiah, because Hezekiah's.
Hey, bro, who is the child? Who is the child?
I just want to put this on the record, guys. The reason why this even came up, just put it on the record, so to have the proper context.
You said it was
Jesus. They were telling Akmalak.
You said that the child born was Jesus.
They were telling first of all, I never said that, even though I believe that, but I never said that, and I hate when y'all do that. Here's the thing: they were telling Akmalak that it wasn't JC, as they were saying. So when I came on, all I said was this, and I think y'all heard it. I said, y'all keep telling us who it's not. Tell us who it is. So the whole point of me coming on was for them to give a name of who it was. They never gave a name, and that was the only point that I was trying to make the whole time. So watch this real quick. Lance, what if I gave you Hezekiah in Isaiah 9, which is not, but I gave you that. What other verse did I ask about, Lance? You remember? If you don't remember, that's cool. You remember?
The Malachi.
No, Micah chapter 5, verses 1 and 2.
Yeah, Micah.
Right. So when I read that, I said, who was that? Do you remember who you said?
I said Michael, Melchizedek.
He said, let me read the verse. But thou, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though thou be little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me that is to be ruler in Israel, whose goings forth have been from old, from everlasting. Lance said that was, who you say, Michael, the archangel. That's what you said.
That's right.
That's right.
The Lord that's been going there. He is on earth. He's named Melchizedek. He's the priest king of the earth.
All right, so I'm not going to do the Melchizedek thing with you because I'm trying to finish this. But the point is, if you think that Micah 5 and 2 is talking about Michael,
that information is important to know.
Let him finish, man.
If you think that Micah 5 and 2,
you motherfucking step up to the plate, nigga.
Let him finish. Shut the hell up and let him finish, man.
Shut your motherfucking high pitch ass girly sound.
Come on, man. You ain't got to take
your girl. How about that?
There you go. That's what he wanted. That's all he do.
I'll take your broad.
Come on, man. Get back to the information. Don't do that, Lance.
Yeah.
Well, you tell that nigga to stop talking to me then. We have
he didn't say nothing like that.
What I'm asking you to do is let this dude finish.
Let him talk. We trying to help you say
because we prove that Jesus not real, nigga.
Let him finish his information.
The only thing I'm saying, Lance, is if you think that Micah 5 and 2 is talking about Michael, that's the reason why I didn't want to do this with you, bro. That's crazy.
There is no man that can be of old, bro. Only the ones that was the watchers over the earth. That's a king. Those are number one. You got Michael and Gabriel. Those are people that appear on earth as men. Those are actual beings that come here as men.
Okay, Lance.
So when you see Michael is the one. He come in and out. That's why so many people say Michael is Jesus. He comes in the form of Jesus this time. But that's not the truth, because when he comes, he does shit that he's not supposed to. And he comes through the womb of a woman. Michael will never come through the womb of a woman. He's always going to be somebody that's just been here, like Melchizedek.
Michael.
Okay, so you notice how I let you get that out, right? I'm just going to ask you an easy question. So in verse 1, right, you're telling me that the time is going to come, or it already happened, where somebody going to punch Michael in the cheek? They're going to smite Michael in the cheek for the rod?
I can't answer that, but what I can do is refer you to
I know you can't
the Qumran scroll. Hold on. I can refer you to the Qumran scroll, the Melchizedek 11, not 13, where it does say that Michael was getting fucked up as a man, in a sense. Like he received wounds of a man or some shit like that. And
that's why
and for his, if you know what I'm saying, and for his reward, he was given the children of Israel, and he was the king over all the kings of the earth. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Now, is that there or not? If you read it,
Lance.
Hold on. Have you read that?
Yeah. You know we talked about this before. Yeah.
Okay, so if that's written before the New Testament.
Lance.
Is that not written before the New Testament?
Lance, we had this conversation.
Yes
before.
or no? Okay,
yes,
but
brother,
this time around.
Yes, it's
right.
written.
So why would the New Testament adopt that exact same paradigm and give it to Jesus Christ, bro?
Because it didn't, Lance. You don't understand what you're reading in the Qumran scroll. Now, let me ask you a question. According to you, is Michael the head angel?
He's the chief angel.
Okay, Lance, do you think that the head angel of the Most High God is going to get beat up?
It depends on what his sacrifice was. You
wait.
Hold on, you believe it? Hold on, you believe that?
No, I'm not going to let you. I'm trying to work with you, but I'm not going to let you keep doing this, bro.
Hold on.
I'm talking to you.
That's what you believe.
I'm not listening to you until you respond to some of the things
I said.
I'm trying to work with
that's
you, bro.
What you believe.
Okay. No, I'm not worried about what I believe. I'm talking about what you believe
that's
right
what
now.
you believe.
I'm talking about what you believe.
Okay. Yes.
So wait. So finish answering my question. So
you believe
my question.
The head angel was.
No, I don't. No, I don't. You're lying. No, I don't.
Is Jesus the head angel?
No, he's not an angel.
Oh, isn't he?
No,
why do they call him the head angel?
Now, why you
I
getting
never
why
called
you
him the head angel.
Hold on, time out. Hold on, 1 second.
A head angel.
Lance, why did you just do that?
What I do what?
Like, somebody asks y'all a question, and you deflect till you get to another topic. You go to 15.
I answered the question.
Then he has a point for asking that question. You knew that, right? You done this before, right? I'm asking you a question to get clarity on the answer, then I want to make a point. You never let them get to the point because you always say something ridiculous, then they got to clean that up. Then you question something else. Now they teaching you over here, and I never get the initial fucking answer.
Okay, go to the point. Yes, that's what you believe.
He's still doing it. That is not what I believe. I never said that, nor do I teach that.
Bro.
The reason why I asked you about Michael being the head angel is because I wanted to see if you was going to say that Michael, the head angel, was going to catch a fade from somebody. You got to know that sound crazy when you yourself teach that Michael, the prince, is going to stand up in the last day and take down all the nations, but yet he's going to get beat up by somebody. You sound crazy, bro.
I don't listen. It may sound crazy as Jesus doing the exact same thing. However, that is what's written. Is it not?
Is what not written, bro?
Is it not written that Melchizedek, the Mike that is known as Michael the Archangel, takes those lashes down here on earth and fucking get rewarded with the kingdom of Israel? The whole world becomes the king of kings. Is that not what's written?
Not exactly the way you're saying it, but that's why I asked you before.
Bro, you know what?
Let me respond, bro.
Okay, so stop acting like I'm making this shit up, bro.
Bro, let me respond. I'm clearly not running.
Let's go to your point.
So you let me respond. I'm clearly not running. This is why I told you before that everything that you find in the Qumran caves does not line up with the Bible. I told you that.
Yes, it shouldn't, because that means the Bible is off key.
No, that means that
it predates the Bible.
I'm trying not to go this far, but have you ever studied the way the scrolls are found and what they determine those scrolls to be? Have you ever looked into this at all?
Yeah, actually.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you the same thing I asked you last night. Is it not true that there are several scrolls that were found in the Qumran caves that have nothing to do with actual biblical stories. In fact, is it not known that there are certain writings from the Jews at that time where they were just writing stories and stuff, and that they found to be important to them that they put away in the caves? Is that true?
I don't know.
I know you don't. And that's why I don't want to do this with you, because you ain't qualified, bro.
Can you show us?
How do you be having all of these statements and don't know shit?
Can you show us that?
How am I going to show you that right now?
Like this in time. Because as it stands,
let's beat up on critic too.
Let's just in time show me that the Qumran scrolls are considered some type of forgeries or fakes or
against the wall.
Not or non-fiction or fictional, I should say.
Lance, that's a known thing,
can I ask a question? Because I was kind of listening. I had to step
away. He gotta qualify his statement.
Man, he ain't gotta qualify shit. You made no sense. All right, now let y'all get right. I'll let y'all get right back to that. Right.
Bro.
He had asked. So you had asked him a question about. So he brought up the child in Isaiah 7 and 8, and then you pointed out that the child that he was in question about was Isaiah 9. What was his response to that?
He said, I forget. Now, I'll be honest, I forgot what he said. Go ahead, Lance. What did you say?
I don't remember.
I think what he said was that's the same child, I believe.
So the child in Isaiah 9 is the same child in Isaiah 7.
Yeah, that's what he said.
You don't believe in the virgin birth, right, Gordon?
No, of course.
Right. So Isaiah 7, the child talking about in Isaiah 7 is actually we see in Isaiah 8.
That's what I told him.
It's the same. Yeah, and I didn't even hear the conversation. So you clearly
told me that the child in Isaiah 7 is the same child that's in Isaiah 8.
Yes, that's what I said.
And it's not the child that's in Isaiah 9.
It cannot be the child in Isaiah 9. The child in Isaiah 7 is given to it as a sign for Ahaz, honestly. And that's why you see
the child in Isaiah 7 being born was the sign that
for Ahaz.
God was
that's
with
why
Ahaz.
that's
that
why
God was with Ahaz, right?
That's why God was not with Ahaz. What do you mean?
He said the child that shall be born, his
you
name is Emmanuel. Hold on. That's the prophecy, right? The child that shall be born, his name shall be Emmanuel. Was that child not born as a sign to Ahaz?
But you said it was born as that God was with Ahaz. That's what you
Is
said.
that child not called Emmanuel?
You said that child was born as a sign that God was with Ahaz. Is that not what you said? Hey, nigga, stop playing with me, bro.
Is the child called Emmanuel?
You're gonna stand on the bullshit that you say. You're not gonna
Hey, yo, is the child named Emmanuel?
I don't give a fuck about how much you yell.
Is the child named Emmanuel?
And it ain't like y'all ain't gonna make me do shit.
Is the child named Emmanuel?
Shut up.
Emmanuel means God's with us.
Answer the question, bro. Answer the question. Did you say that the child in Isaiah 9 is the same child in Isaiah 7 and 8? Yes or no?
I said the child in Isaiah 7 is the same child in Isaiah 8.
No, you didn't. No, I sat here and heard you. You lying ass nigga. Everybody heard you say.
I said the child being born is the sign.
Nigga, you said the child in Isaiah 9.
The child being born is the sign.
You said the
His
child
name is Emmanuel, which means God with us.
You said the child in Isaiah.
Emmanuel was to be born to Ahaz as a sign that he's with him.
You said that the child in Isaiah 9 was the same child in Isaiah 7 and 8. Did you or did you not say that?
I could have.
So that's what I'm asking you about. Because we all agree that the child that is born.
Said the child in Isaiah 7 is the same child in Isaiah 8.
We all agree that the child in Isaiah 7 and 8 is the same. I'm asking you about the child in Isaiah 9 because that's the fucking verse that Volume was talking about. You weird ass nigga.
Is the child in Isaiah 7 and 8 named Emmanuel?
See, that's what they were doing last night.
Yes or no?
That's what they were doing.
Is the child in Isaiah 7 and 8 named Emmanuel, bro? Yes or no?
Before you try to get me to answer any more questions,
let's go to
please
it.
answer
my question. You make me turn my down.
That was not the child's name.
Please answer my question. Hold on, Duke. Don't help him yet. Don't help him yet.
I won't help him.
Don't help him yet. Make him answer Isaiah 9. Is the child in Isaiah 9 the same child now?
I'm not sure.
You said yes earlier.
You said yes earlier. Say no.
I was under
hey, hold on, critic.
Assumption that
peace to you, brother critic, but hold on for a second.
I got you.
Hold on for a second. We're going to go ahead and exercise this demon first.
As the continuation.
Well, I was just going to help him out.
Insight.
Bro, read Isaiah. Okay, let me help you, Lance. Read Isaiah 7:14. Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me scan myself. Let me do my thing.
Read Isaiah 7:14 so that way you can get your answer about the name of this child, right? And then let's get to this answer about Isaiah 9.
Isaiah 7 and 14. That confirms that the child name is Emmanuel. that confirms that the child name is God with us. That child was born as a sign to Ahaz that he is with him. Now you guys have
that God is with Ahaz?
Yes. Yes.
You do realize that Ahaz was a wicked king.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because God told him don't go to Egypt. No, listen, bro, it don't matter because it's about the kingdom. It's about making things come forth. It's about Hezekiah coming forth. It's about a lot of shit happening, bro. Right? So you can't say God is not going to be with this particular person when clearly God is with
Ahaz rejected God. Do you understand?
Was God with the white man to take over his children?
No, this is not the same.
He allowed them to take over his children.
That doesn't mean that God is with him.
All right.
It means that God
listen, bro, let's stop playing, man.
No, we're not playing.
In chapter 7.
No one's playing. We're being very clear.
All right, and it was told okay. And it was told to the house of David, saying, Syria is confederate with Ephraim, and his heart was moved, and the heart of his people, as the trees of wood are moved with the wind. Then he was weighing back and forth. Then said the Lord unto Isaiah, go forth now, meet Ahaz, thou Sherajah Jashubab, thy son, at the end of the conduit in the upper pool in the highway of the fuller fields, and say unto him, take heed and be quiet, fear not. So God is telling the prophet to go console the king about his situation. He said, take heed, be quiet, fear not, neither be faint-hearted, for the two tails of these smoking firebrands, for the fierce anger and resin with Syria and the son of Remulah. Because Syria, Ephraim, and the son of Remulah have taken evil counsel against you, saying, let us go up against Judah and vex it, and let us make a breach therein for us, and set a king in the midst of it, even the son of Tabil. Thus saith the Lord, I shall not stand, neither shall it shall, thus saith the Lord, it shall not stand, neither shall it come to pass. So they're not going to fuck you up. So don't worry. For the head of Syria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is Rezin. Within 65 years shall Ephraim be broken. Not of people. Okay, so Ephraim gonna be broken, and Damascus and Syria and Rezin gonna be fucked up too. And the head of Ephraim is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is Remulah's son. And ye shall not believe, surely ye shall not be established. Moreover, the Lord spake against Ahaz, saying, ask thee a sign, and the Lord thy God ask thee a sign of the Lord thy God.
Come on, get your ass
ask thee even in the depth or in the height. So we hear right now, you got Ahaz still.
No, nigga, keep reading, bro.
Hold on, he's still worried about the shit. So
keep reading.
So the Most High said, just ask me a sign, bro.
Keep reading.
I got you. Ask, it don't matter how high or how low. But Ahaz said, I will not. And Ahaz said, I will not ask, neither will I tempt the Lord. And he said, hear ye now, O house of David. It is a small thing for you to weary men, but ye weary my God also.
Therefore,
but ye weary my God also. Therefore, the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and he shall call his name Emmanuel. Emmanuel is the child that is born, that is the sign that all of these things shall come to pass. And he was born where? In 7. He was born in 8. Hold on. Right? He was born in 8.
Go ahead and read 16. Go ahead and read. No, don't drop. No, stop right here. Because you said that the Most High was with Ahaz. So are you done reading? Because I got some more I want to read in this chapter.
No, we're going
to stop all this wicked shit.
Hold on. The Lord, hold on.
So Isaiah 7. You stop playing.
And he shall call his name. So the angel God told.
Everybody see what you're
told
doing. Isaiah 7.
He shall call his name.
Butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good. Now remember, you said God was with Ahaz. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken of both her kings. The Lord shall bring upon thee and upon thy people and upon thy father's house days that have not come, from the day that Ephraim departed from Judah, even the king of Assyria. Why? Because Ahaz was wicked. So he was not.
That wasn't talking about Ahaz. That was talking about their kings.
Oh my God.
Stupid.
Oh my God.
Ahaz was wicked as hell. You Negro.
Bro, we know Ahaz was wicked, but it was talking about their kings.
Hold on, fam. Here's a question, bro. Here's a question. Was Ahaz removed as a king? Did bad things happen while Ahaz was king? Did bad things happen while Ahaz was king, Lance? Yes or no?
I don't know.
See that? Why the fuck are you even arguing?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
Hey, don't even know the stuff.
Read Isaiah 83 so we can see the name of the child. Emmanuel,
this thing is the actual child, bro. Like,
it is. But read Isaiah 83 so we can get the name of the child, what they named that child.
I'm gonna start at 1. Isaiah 8:1. Moreover, the Lord said unto me, take thee a great roll and write it in the man's pen concerning Mahashaler Hashabaz. I always mess his name up, but I'm
how we get to 8? Is the child born yet?
Be quiet.
Oh my goodness.
You don't know nothing. You said you don't know.
And I took, now didn't you just want to go to 8? Now we at 8. Watch this. And I took unto me faithful witnesses to report Uriah the priest and Zechariah the son of Jebekiah. And I went unto the prophetess, and she conceived. The child is born. Weird ass nigga. And I went into the prophetess, and she conceived and bare a son. Then said the Lord unto me, call his name Mahashalah Halashabaz. For before the child shall have knowledge and cry, my father and my mother, the riches of Damascus and the spoil of Samaria shall be taken away before the king of Assyria.
That's what they named the child, Lance, in 8 and 3.
Yeah,
and maybe when it's just a phrase, it just means
that's why when we get to right. So no, stop, hold on, bro. So that's why stop, man. So that's why when we get to chapter 9, that is not the same child.
You're a fucking liar, bro.
This child is born right here.
What is the name of the child? What does that name mean?
Can I just deal with that real quick? Because he just and I'll come back. Here's the thing, Lance. The name Emmanuel. Let's break the word down. Means what does it mean? It means God is with us. Now, watch this, Lance. Who is the us?
God is with us.
Who's the us?
The subjects of Ahaz.
No, brother. Israel.
Yes.
Israel.
Well, no, yes, exactly. The subjects of Ahaz is Israel.
Oh, you're an idiot.
You're reaching.
You're an idiot.
You're reaching.
Nigga, the subjects of Ahaz is Judah. Don't you know the kingdom split? You big dumb, idiot ass moron.
All right, we doing that.
It's not that we're doing anything, Lance. It's like you don't get it, bro.
We have to do it. Lance, now I have to. Do you not understand that they were divorced? You sound like a Christian now. Do you not understand?
Hold on. Ahaz is the king. Is Ahaz the kingdom of Judah?
Do you not know?
Is Ahaz the king of Judah?
Do you not know that Israel
is Ahaz the king of Judah? You playing?
Do you not know that Israel and Judah split up? Yes or no?
Yes, I know that.
Okay.
That's why Israel is at the threshold of his fucking neck.
So when Volume is talking about Israel, he's talking about a united kingdom Israel. Do you understand that?
And that's why I said,
I
didn't want to do it because I realized
I asked you a question. I answered it. I said the subjects of Ahaz. Ahaz is the king of Judah.
Right.
Right. So God being with us is God being with Ahaz.
Okay, baby. That's fine. Yeah.
So so how does God being Emmanuel, the prophecies fulfilled, and you take the shit and you teleport it to the fucking New Testament and saying that is Jesus Christ?
Can I
That's the point. That's the point. You showed the child born. You showed his name was Emmanuel. He was with Ahaz, and you take that whole prophecy and you project it in the New Testament.
You don't understand New Testament.
Stop. You can stop. Now watch this.
I'm parts, bro.
You stupid ass wizard. You're not only parts, you're an idiot. This is why many of us reject the virgin birth. Because now when we read this and know that this is not talking about Yeshua, we understand how they use prophecy. They're actually just making a reference to this to not say that this is the same child, that it's the same type of concept, a shadow, or an example of things to come. You raging ignoramus.
That's your understanding of that?
Hello, critic. And
brother, fellas, no,
hello, critic. I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay.
1 second. I'm gonna give it to you. And what last understand is,
I'd love to have it.
Hold up, let me finish. When the Jews are writing in the New Testament and they're referring back to old scripture, it's called midrash. It's a style of writing that they did. So you don't understand what a midrash is. That's why you see that in Matthew, talking about Isaiah, it's a midrash. Go ahead, critic.
So your understanding is that Matthew 1.
You tell me what your understanding is.
Well, of course, I allow the people that actually wrote the books to explain it. As like in Matthew, what would it be, chapter 1, verse 23, behold, the virgin shall be with child and bear a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which is translated God with us, which is exactly in Isaiah 7:14. How is it that you guys would know more than Matthew?
Got you. I can respond now, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the reason we know what we're not saying we know more than Matthew. We're saying that actually, unfortunately, you misinterpreted what Matthew said. Okay, so let me give you a few times. Let me give you a few verses here to explain it to you. We actually just went through it. So when we went through Isaiah, you know I love you, critic. So
I love you too, my brother.
Yeah, I'm always be respectful to you because they know it's about love. Lance is not one of us though. So when it says, therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign, behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. This sign actually, like the brother was saying, actually is to Ahaz. All right. But Ahaz was wicked, so he rejected it, right? So when it says, I'll give you a sign, the virgin shall conceive, this is not just talking about some woman just having a baby out of nowhere, right? And this is why when you get to chapter 8, this is that actual child being born, right? Here we go, Isaiah chapter 8. And I think while you wanted to get into this, so if you do got that question, I'll let him break that down because I hate 2 and 3 people explaining the same thing. But at chapter 8, verse 3, and I went into the prophetess, and she conceived and bare a son. Then said the Lord unto me, call his name Maher-Shalal-Halasabaz. All right. So we know that this is the child. This is the child that was born or prophesied in chapter 7, because we are also told that Isaiah's children, we're told in the same chapter that his children are the sign. So we know that this is Isaiah's child. So once again, like the Huguenots explaining, when we deal with midrash, when we deal with interpretation, when you get to Matthew 1, right? This is just an association, right? Or some type of poet. We can even call it a form of poetic writing, right? So this is not saying that Isaiah 7 was actually prophesying. If anything, Isaiah 9 is prophesying. But Isaiah 7 is not, because it's fulfilled in Isaiah chapter 8.
Let me ask you this. What part of Isaiah 8 says that the prophetess was a virgin?
So that's where I wanted to go and just make this quick point. The reason why what A9... Yeah, I'm going to answer your question.
I want A9 to answer that for me, my brother.
And I'm going to let volume answer because I just said I said earlier that I was going to let him answer because that's what he wanted to get to. See, I'm already a step ahead of you, brother.
Well, I just came in, fellas.
I got you. Go ahead, buddy.
And peace, critic. I never spoke to you before, so peace, brother. What I wanted to say is the reason why Adon's point was so crucially important is because we know that this is, in fact, Isaiah's child. But what people miss is that Isaiah already got children.
Damn.
So when you say that a virgin, we know Hebraically that ain't talking about a woman who never had sex.
Damn.
That's a maiden, a woman of marriageable age. She's already married. She has children already, but yet she's being referred to as a virgin. So when you take that and superimpose it into the New Testament now, what Anon is saying is Matthew was actually, he knew exactly what he was writing. He was showing the shadow of what had happened in Isaiah's time and how the same thing applied to the Mashiach in his time. That's the point.
Wow, that's how y'all see that.
Okay, so when Mary says,
hold on, that's how they understood it.
Right, that's how they.
And this, and look, in the way we know this.
Plagiarism, bro. You assuming that they
okay,
didn't have.
All right, bro. Hey, I'm not gonna do the.
If I may interject, just a little.
Hold on. Hey, before you mix everything up, Lance. Hold on. Let us deal with Creed because he's way more knowledgeable and he's way more comfortable having a conversation without turning it into the sideshow. So hold on. You can get back in a minute, bro. You stepped away.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This conversation of this, bro. So I appreciate you, bro. So this conversation about a virgin, like, I guess, and I'm gonna try to say this as respectful as possible, but the only way it snapped me out of my slumber was like, bro, you a grown ass man believing that somebody just had a baby out of nowhere. This is literally what you're trying to press on me.
And let me say this before y'all try this thing. It's not that we saying the Most High can't do that.
Right.
We know he could do whatever he wants. What we're saying is prophetically, we got to go with prophecy.
Okay, so let's go with prophecy.
Something it's not.
And say, I'm going to read Luke chapter 1, verse 34. Then Mary said to the angel, how can this be since I do not know a man? She was conceived with child. Now, 35 says, and the angel answered and said to her, I read from the New King James Version. And the angel said to her, the Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the power of the highest will overshadow you. Therefore, that Holy One who is to be born will be called the Son of God. And if we read in the book of Isaiah, we all know who is the Holy One of Israel. The Father. The Father is the Holy One of Israel.
Explain to me your point.
Could you show me any?
So you're saying that, because you brought up 3 different points. So you're saying, number one, that Luke, number 1, prophesies or confirms that she was a virgin, right?
Right. Luke is confirming that she's a virgin.
So let me ask you a question. Was Elizabeth a virgin?
No.
Read Luke 1:36.
136. Now, indeed, Elizabeth, your relative, has also conceived a son.
Hold on. Has what?
No.
Has also
conceived a son.
No. There's a specific word in there. She has.
I'm gonna go to the King James Version.
She has also.
Yes.
She has also conceived a son in her old age.
Right.
Meaning that word conceived is not just talking about a baby popping up out of nowhere. Because we know that Elizabeth had sex. No. Okay, let's go into the language. Since I'm so horrible.
Man.
Since I'm so horrible.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying.
No. Let's go into the language.
All right, go ahead.
Let's go into the language. All right. Let's go into the language. The word is sulambano. All right. Now this word literally means to class, seize. Specifically, look, to conceive by implication, age, catch, conceive, help, take. There's never a time when you're going to show me a woman conceiving a child without a man in the entire Bible. Never once.
Luke 1:34.
Exactly, brother. So now let's get you into the timeline. Okay, so now let's get you into the timeline. So, from your interpretation, are these things happening before or after the book of Matthew?
You saying as far as her conceiving?
Yes.
Now, Mark was written first. We know that the book of Mark was written first in Luke.
I asked you, is this situation happening before or after the situation with Joseph in the book of Matthew?
You said with Joseph? Who?
With Joseph.
The conception?
Because we see the
situation. She conceived before the angel went to Joseph. She conceived.
Listen.
Is that what you're asking?
Really?
Okay.
Really going. This guy right here is more knowledgeable than me.
Hey, I thought.
Well, thank you.
Hold on, Lance. Let me show you a little something, brother.
Hey, no, hold on.
One thing, ain't none. We've done had this discussion before.
No, we've never had this discussion.
Well, as far as Jesus being God.
Only discussion we ever had was Revelation 1, and I beat you up in that.
No, Jesus being the Father is what we had.
Okay, but let's go ahead and tighten this up a little bit, okay? Because I want you to understand the question that I asked. All right. So we understand that Mary first.
Yes, I'm more knowledgeable than you, Lance. My bad.
No.
Talk, critic.
He's more easier to be beat up on than you, Lance.
Talk your talk, critic. So when we understand what happens in the chapter of Luke, Mary starts off in Nazareth, goes to Elizabeth, and then comes back. Correct?
Let's go.
Right? That's a yes. Will we agree with that at least?
Did she go to Elizabeth first?
No, she starts off. Okay, I need you to follow me. I said we know that she starts off in Nazareth and then goes to see Elizabeth and then goes back home. Okay?
Right, because the census.
So how long does she stay with Elizabeth?
6 months.
3 months.
3 months? Okay. You got me on that one.
So that means that she starts off with Joseph, espoused to Joseph, but by the time she gets to Elizabeth, she's now pregnant. Do you understand that?
What does this have to deal with her being?
It has to do with everything because Joseph knew her before she left and came back.
No, he not. No, he did not. He did not have sex with her till after Christ was born.
Here's how we prove this, though. Here's how we prove this. Right? Here's how we prove this. Because then you're going to go to he wanted to put her away. Even when you look at that word in the Greek, it means to literally, the part where it says put away, it means to send away.
So how do you reconcile with Matthew 1?
Hold on, I just reconciled it. I just reconciled.
No, you didn't.
You didn't even.
It says after his mother Mary was betrothed to Joseph, before they came together, she was found a child of the Holy Spirit. Before they came together.
What does come together mean?
Having sex.
No, it does not. No, it does not.
Goodness,
it actually literally does not.
Lord have mercy.
And you know what the funny part is? Hallelujah. And I want y'all to know this is why y'all are really dealing with this. Like why you need to be.
Well, I'm going to put this to bed for you.
Hold on, I'm going to put this to bed for you. This is why you need to be obedient to the Most High tell you to. So I actually just looked this up early this morning. I didn't even know why. I just wanted to go over it one more time. Now, let's go ahead and bring this up.
Good.
Before they came together.
Yes, sir.
Watch this. This word is synerkomai. This means to come together. It means to assemble or conjugal cohabitation. Now, I dare you to tell me that conjugal means to have sex. I dare you. You tell me that. Now watch this. Now watch this. When you look at the actual definition, it says to convene, depart, accompany with, associate with, especially to cohabit conjugally, accompany, assemble, come together, accompany, go with. None of these things mean to have sex. What they're saying is before they lived together. This is why you need to understand Hebraic culture.
So
you do I'm gonna promise you I'm gonna give it to you when I'm finished. But since you need me to talk, I'm gonna break it down.
Thank you, sir. Teach me.
So the way that this would work is they would espouse to each other. And then typically the man would go, and if he's living with his father, then he would prepare a house for him and his wife somewhere there. If he was living on his own, as Joseph seems to have been, he would make sure that things were set there. Right? And so then once they would come together is when they would actually consummate the marriage, right? They would do that even before they cohabitated conjugally, if you want to say it that way. They would have to, that night, they would go and consummate the marriage so that way they could get the tokens of virginity. What we see here is before they come together to cohabitate, not before they come together sexually. Even if you look up the English definition of the word conjugate, it does not mean to have sex. Even if you look into prison, when they have conjugal visits, it's not necessarily for sex, it's because your wife is coming to see you. Conjugal, listen, that's why when you read the Strong's definition, the actual explanation is cohabit conjugally. Nothing about have sex. Do not ignore that. Once you continue to get on your soapbox. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
And that is why you my man, ain't now.
So Matthew, you remember when Cain, Genesis chapter 4, verse 16, and Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt on the land of Nod on the east of Eden, and Cain knew his wife. What was they talking about?
That's how to say it.
All right. So now watch this. This is Matthew chapter 1. I'm going to read you 24 and 25. Then Joseph, being aroused from sleep, did as the angel of the Lord commanded him, and took him his wife, and did not know her till she had brought forth her firstborn son, and called his name Jesus. He did not know her till after Christ was born.
Can I respond?
Hook, line, and sinker.
Can I respond?
Go ahead.
This is easy. It does not say he never knew her.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Hold on, stop, bro. Stop. It says he knew her not till she had brought forth her firstborn son and called his name Jesus. But I clearly just showed you that in verse 18, because I told you not to ignore it, and you did just what I told you not to do.
Because you don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on. If I don't know what I'm talking about, then explain to me.
Well, you're twisting scripture to fit your doctrine.
No,
I just showed you clearly. That's why I asked you.
Look, I asked you clearly then to explain to me one more time before you start doing the ad hominems. Explain to me what came together. You said I'm twisting scripture. Now, show me definition wise what that means. Explain to me what that. Oh no, you do, because you're making the claim that they had sex, and I actually showed you linguistically how that's wrong.
Let me ask you this, Jen. So Joseph and Mary was married.
I need you to explain to me what synerkomai means.
I don't know what that word means.
So then how can you tell me that I'm twisting scripture?
Because listen, this is how you twist.
When I showed you.
It gave you like 5 minutes to talk before I said anything.
Bro, I'm asking you a question when you're playing. I clearly asked you. Look, I clearly asked you to address it, and you told me you failed. So now I'm supposed to take your word over what these people are teaching.
Somebody mute that thing. I can't hardly hear you, A9.
Hey, it's cool, bro. I know. I wouldn't want to hear me neither.
No, I want to hear you. I actually want to hear you because I actually want to show you something and see how you explain it.
So you're not gonna answer what I just said about somebody.
I said I don't know that definition.
Okay, so and I read it to you, and you told me that I'm still wrong, correct?
Because you're.
No, that's why I asked you, bro.
I asked you first.
Bro, that's
what did when Adam knew Eve? What happened? They had sex. When Cain knew his wife, they had sex. You said it out of your own mouth, they had sex. But yet, when Joseph did not know her till she had brought forth the first one son, it don't mean sex now?
And I clearly, no, that's not what I said. I said that they didn't have sex till after Jesus was born. That doesn't mean that they never had sex before that. And I made that clear. And I even dealt with put her. Now watch this. And I even dealt with put her away. And I dealt with Cain together. But just to give you one more clear cut, right?
I'm not that, brother. You
about to. So let me ask you this. I got you, brother. I got you. So one more question. Now, did Mary know that she had given birth to this amazing gift?
Hold on, A9, before you go there, because I know you're about to go. Wait. I want Critic to read a verse. I want Critic to read one verse before he answers your question. I'm gonna give it right back to you. Critic, can you read Luke 1:35? You already read it, but I want you to read it again before A9 hits you with this question.
Okay. And the angel answered and said to her, the Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the power of the highest will overshadow you. Therefore also that Holy One, who is the Father, who is to be born, will be called the Son of God.
Okay, now real quick before A9 take it. Critic, is this verse saying that Mary was told exactly what was going to happen? That Mary was told that she was about to give birth to the Son of God? Is that what this verse is saying?
Come on, brother.
I'm not being funny, Critic. I'm establishing a point.
Yes.
Okay, so we know for a fact. Okay, so we know for a fact. There's no.
That's a setup. Right. Oh damn!
I already know. I know.
Damn.
I got it.
That's why I wanted to put this question first. So critic. So we know for a fact that Mary knew exactly what this was about to happen. Correct?
Yes.
Would she have been confused about the fact that she gave birth to the Son of God?
No.
Okay, A9, take him there, bro.
Let's go to Luke chapter 2, bro.
All right,
we're gonna start at 41. I'm not gonna read all of this because it's a lot. I mean, I can break down any verse you want me to, though. Right? Don't get it twisted.
I got a verse for you, though.
Not running. Right? We're gonna start Luke. Yeah, we'll start Luke 2:41. So right.
You just go to the King James. Sprung your ass in here and got to fighting with these niggas because I make that
Lance,
look easy.
I'm used to these cats.
Now you about to
get
you
can make that look easy. Lance know you about to get killed, though.
Who is Lance anyway? I'll do this.
Lance
Science University.
He's a good brother. He's a new brother to the league.
Oh, okay.
All right. So Luke 2:41. Right, and so I'll give you this quick reference, a quick context. So now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the Feast of Passover, right? So they're coming to Jerusalem for the Feast of Passover. Now we know it happens, right? So when they had fulfilled the days, it's verse 43, when they had fulfilled the days, as they returned, the child Jesus tarried behind in Jerusalem, and Joseph and his mother knew not of it. 44, but they supposing him to have been in the company, went a day's journey, went a whole day. And they saw him among their kinsfolk and acquaintances. And when they found him not, they turned back again to Jerusalem seeking him. And it came to pass that after 3 days, they found him in the temple. Where'd they find him, Goyu?
In the temple.
Thank you, sir. Sitting in the midst of the doctors, both hearing them and asking them questions. And all that heard him were astonished at the understanding and answers. And when they saw him, they were amazed, they being Mary and Joseph. And his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou dealt with us? Behold,
thy father and I sought thee sorrowing. Now what did Jesus say? And he said unto them, how is it that you sought me? Wist ye not that I must be about my father's business? Now see, everybody loves to just stop right there and be like, yeah, see? No, read verse 50. And they understood not the saying which he spake unto them. Now how is this woman who conceived out of
this was a doggone setup.
No, I need you. No, before
this
you
is
talk,
ridiculous.
I need you to answer the question.
I'm about to answer you.
Before you jump, how does she not understand what he's saying if the Most High put a baby in her belly? You telling me that a woman who goes through childbirth and pop up automatically pregnant ain't gonna know that automatically what Jesus is talking about?
Lord have mercy, dude. That has nothing to do with the virgin birth.
Bro,
that's why I say you people just
y'all. Why is Mary so perplexed? Just answer
she just didn't understand what he was talking about when he said I was going to be about my father's business.
How not? She did. That's why I had you read Luke.
That has nothing to do with anything.
She just found him in the temple.
Dude, it's y'all chasing scripture to fit your
doctrine. Wow. Hold on, critic.
That's all that is. Back in real quick.
Hold on, critic.
Yes, go ahead.
I really want clarity on this from your perspective. So we just read right in Luke 1 that Mary was told the child you're going to give forth to, he's going to be called the child of the highest. He's going to be called the Son of God. That's why I asked you, is she clear on what's happening? You said yes. So when this child comes to her and says, hey, I got to be about my father's business. After
you tell me 12 years later.
Hold on. Right, 12 years later. After Mary was told, this child is going to literally be the Son of God. So now when this child says, hey, Mom, how you looking for me? I'm in the temple. I got to do my father's business. How? And they understood not what he was saying. That makes no sense unless.
None, bro.
Unless.
Dude, that is, y'all understand it.
Okay, so give us the explanation that makes sense.
It has no explanation. All it is just something that happened 12 years later.
No, okay.
I'm trying to read into it.
Hey, can I just say one thing? I'm asking brother one question.
Hey, hold up. My guy said it has no explanation.
Hey, critic, this is Dr. Long, brother. I ain't never met you. I just young, small brother.
That's right.
Hey, to conceive, what do you got to do in order to conceive?
Dude, don't ask me no dumb questions. I'm not answering that question.
Don't you? Okay, don't it take a same act to conceive?
Unless you God Almighty, you don't need it.
Okay, can you show me anywhere where God has sex with anybody?
God don't have sex. Why would God have sex? That's stupid.
So you said, so you're contradicting yourself.
No,
I said, can you conceive without having? Without the act.
Man has to have sex. God doesn't.
So when the angel says that she shall conceive, doesn't that mean she's going to have sex?
No.
The brother clearly have not grown into his big brain.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So
let me ask y'all this.
Everything is still a fairy tale.
And don't I get my 5 minutes?
Yeah, you do, critic, but this is a quick question, and I promise I'll fall back after this. But I want to understand your paradigm. Can you just tell me, you don't even have to read nothing, I just want to know. Can you tell me at what point, according to your understanding, at what point did Mary get pregnant?
At what point she got pregnant? When the Holy Spirit came upon her.
Okay, can you go read that?
It's just Luke 135.
No, but my point is, when you read 1 Luke 35, she's not pregnant yet.
Bro.
She's not.
She's not pregnant.
She can't be.
Man.